Hello everyone, Avaira's here. Let's continue Pillars of Eternity. And let's start finishing it. So we finished all the faction stuff. We finished companions quests. We finished DLCs. This is definitely a time to go into this last part of the plot. And went on Okaizo. So let's return from this place. I'm not sure that I need to sell anything because I don't need money. Because of the balance or something. Wait a second, was this on? No, everything is opened. Okay, let's just leave it. Oh, yeah, we definitely need to rest. So we can go to Nekatak anyway. To get the cool buff. Rest there and then move to Okaizo. Looks like I have some restrictions on pathfinding in this game. I only discovered this in this place actually. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I cleared all the islands. Yeah. Only lost territory is left with Okaizo. Probably there can be something. I mean, the territory is pretty big for just one island. Maybe this island is huge, I don't know. Information about Okaizo is very strange. Because obviously they were separated from Engutans, and exactly Engutans bring all this technology with God stuff to them. But there was also mention about Juana is First Nation that discovered all this stuff, so I don't know what to expect actually. But anyway, looks like guns was built on Okaizo. The servers of sorts. These machines that represent the gods. Actually not sure how it works because logically I already know that there are bodies of gods, these titans, and all of them are already dead. I decided to let them be dead, to not bring much harm on the land. And this is weird. Yeah. That's funny. This part looks like a face. The eyes, nose, mouth, brain, hair. Not sure was it intended, but surprisingly now I see face in it. Or head at least. Like it can be actually intentionally because this is the central place of this Deadfire with the main city and the brain of civilization. I mean, the queen. But anyway, Wild Mare, yes, let's go there. Yeah, let's sell everything anyway, just to see what I can get. How much money I will get.
You see any?
Oof. Stash weapons. Also, I probably can upgrade something. Damn, it will be a pretty huge amount of money, I suppose. Because the super versions of items cost a lot. Yeah. But I doubt that I can get a minion. Probably no. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough stuff to sell for 1 million. But anyway, it's pretty huge sum of money. Probably in summary it is possible to get a million if not waste all this money on upgrades and ship. Yeah, because I definitely spent more than 400 already. Oh, what a mess. I definitely don't need scrolls. But actually, damn, there are pretty powerful scrolls. But I still don't need them. Even potions mostly uses scrolls as well. Because I have enough abilities of my own. In very long fights, in theory, there can be place for this, but actually my main attack mostly more effective than the scrolls. So they still make no sense. Okay, can I buy something? Yeah, we can buy much of ingredients actually. But let's buy resin. Okay, let's rest. Rest. Yeah, this one is still a very good one. Because +1 to all skills is always useful. So... Oh yeah, I also need to change party members. I almost forgot about it. To switch fastener. Say now. Party management.
As you say.
No, okay. Let me guess, now I need to rest again? No, he has this buff actually.
I'm here.
And per rest abilities. So everything is fine. Now, what about upgrades? Before the last journey, better to upgrade everything that we can. I didn't upgrade this one. What it does? Resistance to might of action. 10% of income has converted to grazes from weapons. Oh, and basically it's 10% hits converted. And this will be an addition. Staggered days and stunned. Stun actually is not really a nice one. So yeah, why not? Enchant. Weapon. Yeah, it's not ideal sword, but our damage is very useful, pretty often. So not much I can choose else. And having an arquebus also can be useful. Can penetrate well. Burden. 50% chance to knock the target prone, scoring hit when above 25 oh, it's, yeah. It's not really cool, but can be upgraded to 1 mind and -5% hostile effect duration until the end of combat. No, party members killed. No, it's not that cool. This one. Other takes raw damage. It's definitely not good. Chance to cast necrotic nuns, but only 15% and on crit, so yeah, it's definitely not for me. Anything else? 10 house restores to all nearby enemies and scoring kill. 5% hit to crit chance with weapon attack skilled with religion. I don't have much religion, so it's not that cool, but potentially bonus can be great. Renew, revive with 10 health, 1 per rest. No, it's not that good. So yeah, I don't have anything special. Okay, and there. Let's second my sword is maximum upgraded, legendary. Yeah, with all upgrades. About arquebus, exceptional. Can be upgraded, but not the priority. This armor is legendary and upgraded. Weapon. Some grazer can stun, but it's only superb. Can be upgraded by emeralds or item. Yeah, emeralds are very rare. I spend most of reagents for crafting potions. Okay, it would be nice to upgrade it actually, because its penetration not good. Frostfall is also superb. Upgrade also cost emeralds, and that is very important for us, so we should probably spend it on upgrades for him. But let's see. What's the alternative? Yeah. Is it really great? Right, empowering. After empowering ability, flag hostile target spells back to their caster. It's not really cool. Armor rating for memory material. When taking damage, gain +1 armor rating against that damage type 1 round. 10% can increase to hits. So this conversion is cool. Because eventually it really should lower the incoming damage. And he already have enough AOE, so it's probably, yeah, nice one. As the weapons, legendary already, with all the enchants, I suppose. Superb. Down penetration, down. Yeah, they both are pretty nice. What about upgrade? Yeah, of course, emeralds. No, there is more priority. More prioritized target. This current plate is not that good. Not the bad one, but not that good. Tribute guard. Yeah, it can rise armor rating for some time. And weakened mean constitution has received. Not sure that they have good alternatives. There's another one for 13. Grants Frenzy. 1 per encounter. Rounds. Survivor 10 points. All damage shot for 2 rounds per encounter. It's not that good. What about enchants? Optimistic presence. Unlight version. Controlled reach. Spirit frenzy. Oh, active attacks can stay. So it's like upgrades for barbarian frenzy. Active critical hits the target for all damage or damn. Still not that good. Reckless Brigand, the same 13. When the weapon damage increases, wearer loses health. This is good. Max 20% damage. Rate increases, wearer loses health. Max +2 armor rating. Also good. +5 action speed and melee. Also good. So yeah, it looks ridiculous, but in comparison, especially with Sanchi said. But surprisingly, this one is more effective. She looks so weird. What about the helmet, by the way? Purpose of incoming grazes converted to misses from weapons. +10 accuracy with body afflictions, mind affliction attacks. Yeah, it's a pretty good one for him. She looks so weird. Yeah, this armor is a bit better, but damn, it looks so ridiculous. Okay, let it be a stylish at least. Okay, sabers. Yeah, previously I encountered one of the problems. It's partly good when you can do partly this and that damage. The problem is it's really good when each weapon can do different types of damage. But when the creature is immune to it, to one of the sources, it means that you're doing only half damage, and better to switch to different type of damage. This means it's better to separate it. So it's better to create, for example, slashing combination and piercing combination. So, for example, couple of sabers and couple of piercing stuff. Seeker's Fang can be upgraded. There are more sabers. So many sabers. I have all the sabers in the game. Probably. And something with decent penetration. Sabers can do additional penetration with activated ability, but still. Some damage is freeze, and that's good. Additional penetration. Let's target deflection. So it can also debuff. The problem is upgrade. So it can be used small items to upgrade as well. It costs emeralds as well. It's a shame. This one, legendary. Legendary. Yeah, this is obviously a good one for person. But Seeker's Fang is not that good. Do I have additional stiletto, for example? Or hammer can do piercing damage. I doubt that she's proficient with them. Pistol, rapier, saber, spear, stiletto, sword, unarmed. Swords, in theory, but they have very bad penetration. That's what ability is doing. Saber, yeah, 2 penetration. We definitely need combination of couple of sabers. Whale person one. Yeah, whale person is also good variant. But can be upgraded further. Maybe can be upgraded cheaper. Yeah, why it's always the same emeralds? They're so rare. So hard to upgrade them. But the whale person is not that critical because she can switch to whale person weapons. So probably the saber should be. This couple of sabers can be good. And probably can be good as the main pair of weapons. Because it's 11 penetration. Should be Actually, even 12 for this one. And can be added to additional penetration for slashing. So it can be good. Piercing on the other hand, what can do piercing? Instead can be upgraded to 5 penetration. Repair on the accuracy. I definitely need something else for penetration. She can use Last Wind normally. Can be sword, but it's great sword, by the way. This with this one cause raw damage. 10% damage is raw damage for a time. Randomized, immune to resolve affliction. Shaken, frightened, terrified actions. Well, under 25% health. Okay, it's not that good. But there are some upgrades. Immune to resolve, health and courage. What? Just immune to resolve affliction? Oh, yeah, while. On unconscious, knowledge aware. Okay, it's not that good. Marriage and critical hits can cause hobble. Hits with this weapon cause 15% damage is raw damage. Yeah, it's not the worst blade, but it's to hand it anyway. Yeah, surprisingly there are no second stiletto in this game. No second unique stiletto. Because I never sold any of these weapons. And there are just no of them. That's why he's in crushing. It's a bit bad that he can do only crushing, but crushing can penetrate everything. So far. Also I can switch to Glacier Bane. But he doing also very good stun effects. But anyway, nice. Okay, she can use repair still. Probably. It's dagger. Dagger is not that good. Just don't... We don't have a good blades probably. Devious. One penetration attack in the same track as the enemy. So it's in theory additional penetration. What about enchants? Drawing cut. 15 accuracy to first attack made in combat. No, it's not good. And the same for deflection. 55% of miss convert to grazes. 10% of crit damage. Yeah, flash second is good. What about upgrades? Always damn emeralds. Most of melee weapons are emeralds. This is so painful. Yeah, nothing special. Oh, okay. Oh, let it be like this then. What the hell is going on? Oh, it can be only for main hand. Okay. It's not that good, really. But okay. So this one can be upgraded and should be upgraded. At least for one. So in combination they both have 11 penetration. Most of the same damage, so it's okay. Alright, their weapons should be upgraded, that's for sure. Enchant. This one's especially good because can do freeze damage. So, okay, they're upgraded, they're upgraded. Vatnir. How do they have this in for Secret Superb? Yes, I need emeralds. Yes, I need tons of emeralds. This one is legendary. And can do slashing damage. Oh, both of them can do. Interesting. Decent upgrade for such weapons. Plus 15 accuracy on scoring hit, 50% chance for initiative to be immediate clearance on scoring crit. Yeah, it's very good bow. So I should just use this one. That's all. Medium armor. Yeah, it's also good. So yeah, overall it's good. Have slot for trinket. Trinket. Trinkets somewhere there, I suppose. This trinket. Let's slide through this. Yeah, it's not that good. Night Owl, 100% enemy crit to hit chance with non-weapon person attacks. 50% incoming damage from no. Okay, so just multiple veil for everyone. It's not that bad. Increase might and resolve by 1 until the end of combat, but only usable by a watcher. Summon Moto. By the way, it can be useful. Still can be useful. Pin of Flame, no. Piece of Brass, no. Last in time. Yeah, but it's accuracy versus will. Actually, someone can be more effective. So yeah, something like this. What about potions? No. What do we have from potions? I definitely need at least some potions. That's all we have, I suppose. Not like many variants. Let's place by price. Potion form of the fearsome brood. The shimmering liquid holds the power of a great and terrible metamorphosis. Not sure what it does. Elemental shot for 7 rounds. Can be good actually sometimes. 25% of grace converted to hits. 25% of hits converted to crits. Miss converted to grazes. Yeah, this one especially good. Especially for there. So he can do more damage. Chance to interrupt target. Yeah, it's a very good combination. Yeah, I'm not sure that I need all this. By the way, yeah. The sword can be in theory good for Edwin, but only Watcher can carry it. And I don't need it. So that's it. We're finished.
Yeah.
All the upgrades. Let's save somewhere. You're finally ready to go. So, what do we know? Countess is going to the legendary island of Okaizo to disrupt and destroy Aura's cycle of reincarnation. Only by following him can I confront him directly. Okaizo is located far to the northeast of Nikitaka. The only way to reach it is by way of the Fisher Channel, a natural gateway leading between the cracks of Magrantis and into the storms of Ondra's Martyr. Okay, let's go.
Sing us another about the shores of Rawatai.
What about formation? Yeah, it's pretty decent. So, by sea, accept. Bum bum bum. Journal. What the hell is this? These points. Oh, route ends, captains, look at this. They block the passage. Are they patrolling? Oh, yeah, it can lead to problems. Okay. Okay. By the way, I can do one more thing in theory. It definitely means that there will be a naval combat. Plus, I'm not sure how the game will end. Let's load our last save, just to make it faster. Let me upgrade very fast, because it doesn't matter. Their skills, my companions, my other companions, because they will participate in all the naval combat.
No.
So, if we already spent more than 30 streams on it, let me waste a bit more means to level up them. It won't take long, I suppose, because I don't give them about their skills. I just need to level up them, if they can be leveled up, just to make them stronger. Except,
where you walk, I follow.
Yeah, they definitely got some XP. Doesn't matter, just raising standard stuff. The skills, what are the stuff? Okay, being tough is good. Oh, she needs something else. Oh, boom. Yeah, looks like buff, inspiration. Yeah, why not? Next. The Felix. Stealth, so boom. What it is, healing done. Nice. She's priest, you know. Actually, she's half rogue, should be, but okay, next. Yeah, she's pure priest for some reason. I really grabbed the pure priest. I thought she was combined. Maybe not. I don't. Oh yeah, she can be half monk. And actually, half monk she probably still can be better, but maybe not. There are some Obra spells at the end, so maybe they are better. Anyway, spell resistance, quick summoning, martel caster, action speed with summon, range with spells, always good. Intersection, resurrection, pure of holy fire. We need this. Next. Survival, I don't know, mechanics, next. It can be penetration. In theory, this is good for spells, but I'm not sure what she can use. So probably I better take everything. Next. Weapons, I have no idea. Something ranged. Next. The Felix, Athletics, next. Storm of Holy Fire sounds good. Yeah, avoid damage, why not? Everyone should be happier. Next. Diplomacy, Athletics, next. What it is? Monster round duration by fish effects and burn damage and jumping. So jumping is good. What about prayer spell? Spiritual enemy. Summon extra upon an enemy and loyal to the priest. Actually, summoning enemies can be good. Minor avatar. Yeah, it's all buff. Friendly aware resurrection. It's also healing everyone around. So it's overall good heal. Good heal can be good. Next. Arcana. The Phoenix. Next. It's 15 level. Nice. Rapid casting. Yeah, it's very necessary spell. Next. Diplomacy. Stealth. Next. Hand of Will on War. Beams that damage and heal. What else should I need actually? For Aware, sprung the Soul of Righteous. Aware of damage. Traps on hits. Gonna be good. And the Aware under buff. It's not that powerful, but it's still buff, and buffs are good. Next. Choosing two-handed weapons, so two-handed range weapons, why not? Kinetics, insight, next. Lightning damage, next. There is no point of taking religion if no one taking religion serious, yeah? Arcana, next. So doing damage, no summons at all. Stink summon. The Phoenix, Cledix, next. Remergand. She doesn't have frost penetration. So Magran Smite. Yeah, but it's not for OM. Blind. And 5 power levels for target. Against Fortitude. Even if Grace, it will be just for less rounds. So yeah, it's pretty powerful debuff. Prestige, increase your power level. Damn, it's good. Okay, next. Arcana, next. And let's take Magran, because she can do flames. And 1 damage and spell can be good. Let's take Rond, it's two-handed. That's it, she leveled it up. It didn't take long, but at least when she will participate in combat, she will be useful. And probably there will be a combat where she can participate. Yeah, it's more tricky one. Okay, not much to take actually. All this is useless. Damage against Wanderer. Yeah, he already have two-handed dual wielding, I mean. Plus armor. One with engage. Toughens the barbarian nature, thick skin rise. So it's just passive armor. Okay, this one is good. Next. Diplomacy, stealth, next. This can be upgraded. Robust. You don't have so many points, so better not to take anything for points. Resistances, so well, hurt. Melee damage. Yeah, this one is good. It's second melee damage. It's not that cool for him. Carnage attacks. The barbarian learns to line up their most savage blows, improving the accuracy of secondary attacks. Okay, next. Flail. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's take the old and stuff. Metaphysics. Mechanics next. Full attack. Can be upgraded, but better to take passives. Some familiar. Yeah, Inquisitor is definitely a good one. Insight. No, Metaphysics. Arcana. Next. Upgrade for shooting is good, but trapped in blows doesn't work. Toughness. Toughness is always good. Also, toughness can be brought by him, but no. Okay, next. Metaphysics, Arcana, next. Leap. No, he will use it wrong. He's ranged anyway. 10 focus. Against combat with additional focus. Action speed with spells. Always good. Next. Physics, Arcana, next. Attack fortitude instead of deflection. Fortitude is lower. Good. It's familiar? No. This is good. This integration very good. Next. Insight, Arcana, next. Crit damage, resistance to spells. Upgrade for special shot. If the hit kills the dragon, the rage cost is refunded. The barbarian kills the dragon, the initiative is instantly cleared. Yeah, this one can be good, but I'm not sure that AI can use it normally. But sometimes it can work. Probably. Yeah, I'm not sure this is good. Resistance against spells. Sprint. Yeah, I don't see anything special, but I'll take passive. Okay, crit damage. It's probably last level. Penetrating power. No, what about not in power? So per kill. After killing an enemy, the barbarian initiative is immediately cleared. Nice. So it's just passive. Nice, very nice. But I'm not sure if you... how it's connected to this one. Why you need this upgrade if you can have just passive one? I'm not sure. Here's Cipher. No, he don't need this. Well, 4 per kill frightened. Okay, accuracy with Cipher spells versus will. Next. Oh, surprisingly he is 20 level. Okay. Why not? The problem is not much to take. Max focus, just 10 focus. 5 focus. The Cipher critical hits. No, it's not that good. Concentration. Yeah, let's take it. Because he don't have other variants to get concentration. Why actually not? All the medium. I don't know. By the way, basically
What
their
can I do?
equipment. She's using her sickle, that's pretty shitty. It should be switched with ranged weapons. This is something. Exceptional bow. And in bow, what else? This one? Or bow, superb. It's pretty nice penetration. This definitely can be better. She don't need her stuff really. Okay, use a bow. I don't want to spend on upgrades here, so it's already a decent variant. And she needs some armor, that's for sure. There's something. More armor, better initiative. Yeah, why not? Look at this. So what about helmets? Wedding hood. Why is motor head is dropped? Oh, probably when you're switching companions, all the trinkets are dropped, so everyone can use it. Anyway. Yeah, the cars looks weird because of the cape. Guns, Bloodfire. Wait, second burn damage heals. Convert burn damage to health while they carry one or more injuries. Don't understand how it works, but okay. Anyway, Seraphim. Yeah, it's a ridiculous helmet. Looks so ridiculous. Okay, some stupid rings. What? What was that? Wait a second. Okay. Equipping this, equipping ring. No, this, I can't reproduce this bug. But huge Seraphim can be funny. Additional reflex, this one just used to regeneration, but better than nothing, I suppose. Using some armor. Can be even upgraded, maybe. With some cheap crap. No, it's not that cheap. Anyway, some contents. Discipline. He definitely don't need discipline. Lips. He don't need lips. Accuracy. Okay. Should be fine. It's about. Okay. Take tentacles. Oh, she don't have any stuff like this, so she probably need. By the way, he needs cape. That works. Boots, fortitude, yeah, why not? Some bolted missiles. Let it be. Maybe she'll use it even. Rings. It's always problem with rings. It's hard to find them. Skin stuff is not that good for him. Surprisingly, I have all the rings that I found. And not many rings actually. It's a very small amount of rings. Okay, let it be. Better than nothing. Oh, by the way, belt. I don't have belts. It. Cast the spell second time. Okay, it can be a funny in theory. Okay.
I sure do like it.
Now here's level. Metaphysics, Arcana next. Just 17. Oh, and it's a small level up. Yeah, and I probably don't need anything from him. So it can be upgrade for the rage, but rage is already upgraded. Toughness. Yeah, let's take tough next. Religious, metaphysics, arcana. Next. Not sure about engaging. Yeah, I don't see really good. Rapid casting next. Diplomacy, insight. Canon next. Empowers, Bloodthirst. Yeah, Bloodthirst is a good one. It's all not that good. Action speed with summoning. Oh, what it be? Next. Well, he should be equipped. Yeah, he's equipped. Now you, I have no idea who you are. I found him in the brothel, probably. Okay. Barbarian fighter. Logically, it's for two-handed weapons. It should be two-handed weapons because fighter is very good for two-handed weapons. So yeah. High Internobler. That it. Here near this trade. But sets. No, he don't need all this stuff. Okay, why not? Oh, he can take for fighter, okay, but take for fighter next. I'm just leveling up everyone fast before going into the last mission. I'm not sure that this is the last mission, but definitely end game. So now level up everyone because it looks like there will be fights where everyone can participate eventually. So better to be prepared. Okay, this one is bad anyway. The Phoenix Arcana next. Barbaric Blow. He still needs to spend points on something, so why not? Let's take Barbaric Blow. Oh, Discipline Strength. Can be upgraded. He definitely needs stance as a fighter. Is convert to hits with proficient weapons. Yes, it's also very good. So many good stuff. Sword. Yeah, what about two-handed swords? Already. By the way, Aztec. What is wrong with Aztecs in this game? I didn't find any unique Aztec. And I don't remember that I found at least one of them just regular variant of Aztec. There are no Aztecs in this game. There was tons of them in first game. More than 10 probably of unique stuff. I know a lot of them. And absolutely no of them in this game. How it work? Why it work like this? This is so weird. Yeah, he also can use poleaxe. I have poleaxe that can do away damage. That can be actually very good for him. Because he can do a lot of damage with this. Cannon next. Damage to Wilder. Yeah, bonus armor. Next. Oof, insight. Stealth next. Aggressive skirmish attacks. Yeah, he needed. Next. Diplomacy. Okay. Mechanics next. Damage engaged. Plus one engaged required to be flanked. Yeah, it's also very good. Next. I still need stance. I need upgrade regeneration. I definitely need upgrade discipline strength. It's enormously one of the main skills of fighter. And give a lot of accuracy and critical chance. Best self buff ever. Mechanics next. Bloody slaughter. Attacks made against near-death enemies convert some hits to crits and those crits to additional damage. Oh. Also good one. Also, nah. Can take everything. So many good stuff for a fighter. Okay, two-handed. Let's just take all the two-handed stuff. Why not? Diplomacy, athletics, next. You can use some stuff, but not this one. Probably a leap fighter one. Yeah, we need stances. We still need two-handed style. But okay, it can be done for barbarian. Fighter stances next. Metaphysics, Arcana next. Upgrade for friends is necessary. Active critical hits blade target to round damage. Active attacks can stagger force. It's still better. Vigorous defense is good, but I also need Tracing Strike, maybe or not. There will be a Power Strike with enormously effective, so no, I don't need additional variants. Strike an enemy with a powerful melee attack, dignify damage and stun them. Stun is always good. Damage with proficient weapons, yes. Mechanics, survival, next. Finally, two-handed style. Diplomacy. Diplomacy. Athletics, next. What can I take for barbarian? Well, hurt. Savage defense, robust. Already have points to spend. Additional strength in theory can be good, but not that good. You don't need concentration. Okay, let's take body afflictions. Wait a second, you can take fighter. Yeah, okay. But I take something from fighter. Reduce the initiative penalty when switching weapons. No, you don't need this. Resistances can be good as well. Regeneration 10 of 14. It will not save the day really. New kick, powerful attacks that knocks enemies into air and then probably leaving them disoriented. This is something rare. Perception flank. Disoriented characters have -5 perception, consider flank, and have plus 50% initiative after their actions. But upgrading this weak stuff, I'm not sure. I won't take Power Strike, I suppose, eventually. So it's better to take something else. You don't need into the fray. Penetration Strike still can be good sometimes. Also, the soft buff, very good too. Diplomacy, athletics next. Canyon luck. Trapped and blows. Trapped and blows are good. For fighter, upgrade for stance. Yeah, this one is still best one probably. This one can raise accuracy. Okay. Next. Survival, stealth. Next. Minus armor recovery penalty. Yes, this is very good feature of fighter. They can carry armor without much penalty, and this is good. Still better to take passives. Is there anything to take for Barbarian next level? Yeah, there will be some. Is there any alternatives I can take? Additional deflection, but only 4. It's not a big deal right now. Yeah, I don't have much to take, but Penetrating Strike still probably, I think it's a good one. It's like bread and butter for a fighter mostly. Can you unlock? Yeah, I don't need I need it. Yeah, I definitely need it. Next. Clear out. Sweep the fighter's melee weapon, large arc, making a primary attack on each foe and knocking them back and prone. Logic is good, but can be upgraded, plus I probably will give halberd to him, so he can use it against multiple targets anyway. So take power strike. So better to take passive for toughness, например. Yeah, for example. Next. Survival. Mechanics. Next. Yeah, he definitely have pretty high critical strike chance, so improved critical can be good. More damage is always good. He also needs this upgrade. Okay, let's take upgrade first. Next. On this upgrade. Okay, I'm not sure about Intimidate, but okay, I can take it. More Metaphysics, maybe. Yeah, there is no point of Intimidation at the end. Back fronted instead of Deflection. Crit damage. Crit damage. Time for crit damages finally come. Diplomacy, Arcana, next. Power sucks, Bloodthirst, good. Fighter, yeah, this what the hell? And yeah, so for revival is also good, but I need to take this power strike anyway. Next. No Cipher revival then. Okay, upgraded them. But I need to give him equipment because he's enormously weak. Yeah, have this crimson armor. Why not? Especially for ginger character, it looks pretty decent. But there's also this one. That's very good. Damn. Yeah, it can give more damage, but he would look so shitty. Okay, weapon. Boom, halberd. Yeah, this one is just exceptional. I probably can afford to upgrade. Yeah, it costs twice more for some reason. Okay, still I think it's worth it. Counter attack. For one round after launch attack, return 25% incoming melee damage to attacker's raw damage. Sounds good. Yes. And again, plus 2% action speed when hitting melee. Very good. What is not met? I have everything. Why can't I do it? Curtain requires not met. What? Oh, it's already upgraded. No. I have everything I need. The hell? Okay, let's reopen it. Maybe it's some kind of bug. Enchant. Yeah, I still can do it. I have money, a lot of it. I have all the resources, a lot of them. And I cannot do it. But okay. It's not that critical. Yeah, this halberd cannot do a lot of damage, but it doing AoE damage, and with additional barbarian AoE damage, it should be enormously AoE damage. And penetration is very cool. So overall, very good one. I also can do counter attacks, so Very good one. Chance of scoring crit with the middle weapon to apply terrified. Yeah, he can score hits crits because he is a fighter. Additional boots. Some cape. Max health. Intact. Resistance against poison. This is the case. Can ring. Yeah, this one actually Nemnox Clock even better. Lack of helmets surprised me. A lack of helmets and rings in this game. I can't even give unique helmet to everyone. Just because not enough helmets. Okay, what about helmets? On print counter. Constitution deck, growth and cures. Okay. Yeah, no belts also. No rings, nothing. Well, I did what I could. What? Okay.
What can I do you for?
Now, what can I do for you? See it?
Okay.
Take
Dismiss. I need to level up him. And who? That's it, I suppose. Am I missing someone? No, that's it.
If you want for company, look no further.
Yeah, let's level up him. Arcana. The Felix. He is the last one to know. He is Chanter Druid. Oh my god. Okay, next. Diplomacy. Yeah, why not stealth? He has a line of lightning spells. Interesting. Actually useful. And Sumerium. Oh no. Oof. Yeah. Should be hidden spells on some low level, but I don't remember how they look like. I thought they look blue. And I don't see them there. I have no idea why. Anyway, can take something for him as a chanter maybe. Maybe not. This can stun, by the way. Okay, let's take stun variant next. More control versions. Yeah, this is most good one, paralyzing variant. Weapons, one-handed, two-handed. Here's the chanter. Maybe shield. He don't need to strike, he mostly need to cast. So he should be either ranged, yeah, better to keep him ranged. And if he is ranged, better to use dual wielding, I suppose. Because I probably can find some couple of ones or something like this for him. So yeah, two weapon style. Maybe not for druid. Freeze, shock. Let's take shock. Yeah, dual wielding. Next. Survival. Stealth next. About his songs, they are almost useless. It's beginning. He will be on it later. Yeah, I can take something for Druid. Yes, this is the Hinoi. Next. The Phoenix, Arcana. Next. Yeah, upgraded. This is very important one. Next. Yeah, some lightning damage because I can do it. I also can use concentration. He can take it for Chanter as well. Yeah, insight. Mechanics next. Is the revival or not? Friend target health restored. So hidden, but he also need this phrases he don't need phrase, he need hidden words. Next. Oh, it's one of these. Yeah, he needed it anyway. Next. Next. Inside. Tactics next. Probably should be concentration. Next. Diplomacy. Tactics next. Organization upgrade. Lightning penetration, that's for sure. Next. Yeah, he actually pretty powerful one. Can paralyze, can do lightning. Very good one. But I cannot grab everyone with me, so I should choose someone. Spell shaping. Always can be good. Inside. Credits next. Are there any hidden spells? From the oil house restored all defense. Yeah, why not? Let's take alternative. Pistols. Next. Additional heal. Yeah, he can take this one next. So let's take toughness. I don't need upgrade to anything, or am I need? Accuracy bonus. Okay, to stun. Yeah, I can upgrade stun one. Effectiveness of hidden, why not? Next. Intimidate. Mechanics, next. Yeah, let's upgrade wild form. Next. Diplomacy, Arcana, next. It can be just toughness, it's always good. Maybe alternative spell. The storm. Diplomacy, Tactics next. Yeah, this song for lifestyle. Proves critical, no, let's take toughness. Survival, stealth, next. I already have 2 songs and he don't need more of them. Can be quick spells, quick summon. But no, he don't need summons. But he can some duplicate. Interesting. It wasn't expected for druid. Druids cannot do it normally. Action speed with spells. Rapid casting is always good. Oh, metaphysics. Mechanics next. He definitely don't need critical damage, but critical chance can be good. Why actually not? Insight Arcana. I can take revival for Chanter variant. Maybe not. I cannot take everything anyway. Some creatures, let's take some creature speed. But maybe no. No, revival is still more important. Next. Yeah, the summon tentacle actually a very good one. Okay, that's it. And I've lit up everyone. It probably takes half an hour or so, but it's worth it.
Sure.
Hopefully. Yeah, his equipment. His equipment. He already have some round. But it's around. Yeah, he can carry this ridiculous armor. Juana style. But actually he can use more fast version of armor. Can this one? There's some equipment. Oh yeah, he can use blooded instead. Weapons should be one-handed. There's a wand that can be soulbound and basically superb. Can be bind for who? I don't see restrictions, probably for everyone. Blunderbusses are mostly useless, so better to choose something like wands. Sparrow, round. Knap. Yeah. Not many items left actually. So actually nothing left mostly for dual wielder, surprisingly. I didn't expect this. Yeah, he can use blunderbusses. He mostly will cast anyway, so he can be the dude who used blunderbusses. That's a very weird weapons. Okay, blunderbuss. Why actually not? And another one. That's already superb. Yeah, but you can't upgrade it to legendary, but who cares? Mostly caster anyway. So he don't really need these weapons. Grand Sleep. Stealth. Use stealth. Solve. This one better. Resistance. Yeah, actually, why not? So probably that's it. I don't have rings of belts, so I cannot give him anything. And trinkets will be dropped anyway. So yeah.
Give this a good home.
No. Hey,
Kara, have we met?
What? Is Dalek with him?
oh, have you forgotten our little altercation so soon? How convenient for you.
He levels Takeho with a steel glare and begins to count off the man's indiscretion on his fingers.
Last you were here, you got drunk as a hagfish in a barrel of mead.
Let's say nothing.
Kara, as if this pit could afford good honey wine.
Takeho furrows his brow.
Then, when I refused to serve you any longer, you stole a bottle of my finest wine from behind the bar.
Okay, say nothing.
Kara, how could I let you poison your clients? Ngati is not deigned to bless a drop of what passes through here.
You drank it all, then clambered onto the stage, pushed the dancer off, and serenaded the crowd with a sloppy rendition of my Wahaki.
Clamber? These legs do not clamber.
Takeho grins his teeth and points to his knife.
Apologize.
Yeah, let's say nothing.
Then, when I shoved you out the door and told you not to come back, you tried to kiss me.
Though he looks as if he is about to protest, Takeho thinks twice and holds his silence.
Frankly, I'm surprised someone hasn't killed you yet.
Jinto plants his hands on his hips and does his best to loom over the large Omao man, though the effect is less than impressive. This one's on you, Takeho.
Kara, punish me appropriately if I misbehave.
I'll hold you to that, you slippery bastard.
Jinto turns away with a huff, a faint blush covering the tips of his ears. Okay,
See
I get
anything
it.
you like?
Let's just switch him back for my
I have
normal
matters to
team.
attend to as well, you know.
That's
Glad to
it.
be back.
Yeah, let's check trinkets. They dropped probably, or not. But his one was dropped for some reason. Oh, maybe because this one's quest item. Okay. Anyway, finally I finished. Now let me save somewhere. Now we're ready to go for the final part. Oh, I really expect that will be some troubles. But who knows, we'll see. So basically, I want to move this
Something I can do?
because I don't want to slow down.
Oh?
If I will need it, I can activate it. Additional receptors. Can debuff accuracy.
Hey there.
I'm here.
Better not to use it. It's
Yes,
begin because
vtuber.
it will lower the
Think of
speed.
anything but the Naga's nethers, won't you? I'm
What
listening.
he's using as songs. Gives lifesteal and healing. Damage also can be good. 3% damage deal turned, but then he stands also far away from everyone. Damage shot. 10 points each round. Ah, hard to
Of
say.
course. I'm here.
The problem is Avaira is pretty small. It's hard to keep them near the others. Gain foot by sea. Except so it looks like Deadfire will intervene and will try to stop me. Or follow me. Who knows? So there probably will be a fight. I expect that others will interfere as well. I mean, we have water shapers. But how it connected Juana? So it's just a bounty. Quest is located. Yep. So no other instructions. So logically, I just need to arrive to this place. Everything should be fine. Just I don't see anything that I need to go somewhere else and to do something before we will go. So I just need to go there. Alright, a bunch of ships. Robots are waiting for me. There is plenty of ocean to sail and many lands to explore, but what lies ahead of you dwarfs them all. Should you choose to sail on, you suspect there will be no return, not as the Deadfire you have come to know. Continue forward. You set a course through the channel and into uncharted turbulent seas. Onerous mortar rages on the horizon, a vast wall of rolling clouds and rain, punctuated by the silver flicker of lightning. The wind pushes against you, as if to warn whatever lies beyond the chaser's approach. Chaser leads the feet, crashing through the turbulent waters like an arc through armor. God's alive, Beardle mutters, staring up at the storm. Little Nuka blinks at the blackened sky. You an old salt once who claimed the mortar were the age of the world. I called him a fool. Now, though, the navigator head shakes steadily. Now I ain't so certain. Head bows slightly, and Dengram smiles. Today is as good a day as any to learn what the gods have in store for us. Shit, Captain, one of the hands cries. Hostile vessels inbound to a forward port. With a shake of the hand, Beardle emits a grim chuckle. Suppose I'd be too much to ask to be let alone out here. The crossed cannons of the Royal Deadfire Company flutters and crack atop the mast of the approaching warships, each vessel breathing with heavy guns. The approaching fleet numbers at least as many ships as they own, and maybe more. Beardle frowns against the wind. The fleet's turn, Captain, setting their gun ports against the enemy. Waving her head overhead to deck Longfrost with this. For a dwarf, oh, okay. Oops, now. Finally, some goddamn excitement. Hands look to you from their stations. Beardle's eyes haunt yours. The crew stands ready. What are the captain's orders? We can fight with them logically. Main thing is, we come here on one single ship. Have no idea why it was made in game like this. It was made like this. I don't have a fleet. According to the description of this scene, I have a fleet, but I don't see the fleet anyway. So we can fight as one ship against them. Also can sail into the storm, but we will not survive this. So we will. Hard to say. Okay, let's inspect the fleet first. Prince Aruihi, personal ship, leads the vanguard of the Juana fleet. Flanked by a dozen voyages, and backed by another half-dozen ships of varied make. Tribal banners dance above the vessels, and each pontoon bears the painted designs unique to its crew. Oh, maybe House of the Ships are Juana, actually. Not Deadfire. Archers and sharpshooters stand at the rails, and robed water shapers crown each ship's bow. Their ritualized movements smoothing the sea before the fleet. The persistent heartbeat of drums rise from the Voyagers, and 100 voices chant your name. Nice. Wahaki war canoes cheers the water among the Voyagers, each craft crowded with face-painted warriors singing against the storm. Okay, study the enemy. 20 Rautan junks plow towards you in perfect formation. Their angular sails form, each armored vessel a deadly work of art, sporting dozen bronze cannons. Soldiers stand at attention on the decks, rifles resting upon their shoulders. Yeah, they definitely did this power, but we have water shapers, and their previous fleet was destroyed by water shapers, so we have a chance. Okay, let's look over my companions. A Darren puffs on his pipe as he observes the enemy fleet from end to end. After taking a full accounting of the array of ships, he hashes his pipe, puts it away, and looks to you with a cheerful shrug. Okay, things are definitely better. Alastair's paging through his grimoire, a look of calm concentration in his face. He meets your eyes and smiles faintly. I'm not sure that we should ignore them. If we will ignore, I will lose my ship because I previously tried to move through the storm. I'm not sure what is wrong, but we cannot do it. So we should help them. All hands to battle stations. We're joining the fray. The deck vibrates as cannons fire rafts from enemy and ally alike, filling the air with hot, hissing metal and banks of thick grey smoke. Bedo grasps your arm and thrusts a finger out towards the sea. They're coming at us! Full sail with the wind at their back. A small, fast ship has broken ranks with the Rautan fleet and bears down upon you. Heavily armored Aomao warriors stand at the ready, and the vessel deck, their eyes focused on your ship. Yeah, I can send Wahaki for them, or we can just deal with them. Yeah, I'm not sure. We probably can use Wahaki later, if we can use them. So yeah, bring us about. All hands prepare for combat. Oh, this combat. Captain Regia. Rautan's fist. Junk. Yeah, we have similar ships, so fighting them is probably not the best option. Okay, continue. Enter combat at once. Close to board, attempt retreat. What is advance? Enter combat. Okay, chaser beats to windward, taken between port and starboard with all prepared speed. Ship is fast and your crew better prepared. You secure the wind gauge before Rautan's first crew has the opportunity to come about and claim it for themselves. Okay, so we won initiative or something. We can move on the full speed, but it will take a lot of time. So we can shoot, but we will be damaged. Okay, full speed ahead. My plan was just to kill them in melee, but yeah. Trying to rotate, full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Very close. Rautan fist misjudge the wind's direction as the crew executes their maneuver. The ship sails abruptly flutter loose on their mast. Ship comes to a stop. Okay. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. They're shooting. Crew of the opposing vessel hurriedly take the position. The guns following a cry from their boatswain. Thunder of cannons fire echoes across the sea. Yeah. 5 shots into us. It's not good. Woohoo! That's a lot of damage. Damn. Okay, full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. We can't reload, so we can defeat them. So, okay. The problem with this fight is that we're losing health. A lot of health. And that means that we actually losing chances of moving through the storm. What the hell? Okay, we ram at each other, but we're actually losing more HP. In summary, and this is bad, so yeah, if I would know how it will work, I definitely should use Wahaki instead of myself. So it's a shame.
Great.
Maybe I should just load, because we waste so much time for this. But okay, it was my decision. The problem is this decision can lead to just waste of time and fail eventually, because wasting a lot of time for this. Maybe everything will be fine. Okay, let's just continue. Okay, the fight. How tough they are. Where is the captain? Enrique. Okay. Yeah, it still can be this variant. Oh yeah. That's a lot of damage. So that's the plus of upgrading everyone. Now they can do it as some damage.
I'm here.
Yeah, I forgot to upgrade his pistols. And maybe I shouldn't, but okay. Yeah, I should paralyze them. Okay. Not sure what to drop here.
What do you need?
But actually will vanish magically. Picking the main target. Maybe not.
That wasn't half bad.
A question, Watcher?
That's it?
Yeah, it was devastating. They were dead already. Yeah, our crew is enormously powerful for them.
Aye.
I don't know, just attack them.
Yeah?
Who's actually still alive? On him? Not. It's GTA.
Try this.
I'm listening. To the void with you!
The Hawks that still exist. Okay. Because the Ranger companions can be different or what? Yeah, that's it. No unique stuff, but okay. Yeah, the fight is so easy, but damn, our ship is damaged. Now we need time to repair it. The rumble of cannons provides a steady percussive accompaniment to the choral screams of the dead. The deck pitches and rolls with the twisting of the sea, and smoke drifts lazily across the choppy waves. Hunter's mortar churns to the east, the shifting clouds and shimmering curtains of rain hypnotic. Fixes on you have frown. I ain't over yet, Captain. The mate gestures out across the water. A pair of colossal galleons flank Prince Aruihi's Voyager. As the mercenary ships close on your ally, they pound the smaller vessel with repeated rounds of cannon fire. Ogre corsairs wave heavy clubs from the galleon's decks, impatient to board the Juana craft. Where did they get ogre corsairs? The ogres possess an overwhelming advantage, and Chaser is the only other ship near. Without your interventions, the fleet commander stands a chance. Okay, now we can unleash the Wahakian cannons. Okay. The Wahaki canoes slip up against one of the galleons. The Omao dash into their boats to either side of the ogre vessel before leaping aboard. The screams of the doomed ogres cling to the water. Yeah, because Wahaki good in melee. With one ogre ship accounted for, Prince Aruihi's water shapers waste little time running the other, sand and water plunging into the sea. The rising winds do nothing to clear the obscuring haze of choking smoke. Whopping gunfire punctuates the timpani row of cannons, and the shouts of desperate sailors vie with the screams of the dead. Enemy and ally alike disappears into the morass, which glows from within, illuminated by burning wrecks. A ship looms out of the darkness to port, and its crew call warnings in their desperate attempt to avoid a collision. They fail, and Chaser heavies as the enemy's vessel slides along its broadside. Another craft appears directly ahead. With no room to maneuver, Chaser grinds up against it. Sandwiched between the two enemy ships, you are trapped. Avaira, we've been aborted, and of course, pouring out of the haze, a squad of Rautan troops cross the connected decks, firearms at the radio. So it should be 3 ships, or what?
Looks like trouble.
Yeah, actually I thought that... in between other pillars and their ships. Nice. Okay. At least they all will come from one direction. It makes it way easier than I expected, because I thought that we will be between them. But surprisingly, no crews. Our crews vanished for some reason. Okay, this is very special combat, I suppose. Oh, wait a second, we have some Juana sellers with us, at least. Okay. So we're not in combat even.
Yes?
No, okay, I can't use meteor shower, that's for sure. And some clone. Let's begin, because... Oh, a lot of them are just weaklings. But ours... weaklings as well. So medium ship is just for weaklings. And the real enemies are only on 3rd ship. Yeah, it will take some time. looks like actually Juana's more powerful, but there are too many round ends.
I'm here.
Oh well, what can I do? It can be paralyzation of something, but not much to paralyze. That's a nuance. By the way, I completely forgot who is here. I mean, he's a chanter here. He's a pure chanter? Yeah, he's pure chanter. Oh, chanter priest, yeah. All this additional spells. Okay. Makes sense. Not sure about summoning someone. I'm also not sure how to approach this. You need to come closer, but they will not tank for long. Okay. Just come closer. So it would be nice to paralyze all the enemies in one spot. It would be problematic. Yeah, I can cast something, but it's too far away. Yeah, they'll come to the spot anyway, so
What do you
let's
need?
try to petrify them. And you can stop them from moving.
That must have hurt. Here we go.
How might I assist?
The same, I can get some free focus from the sinners just by slaughtering them. By the way, she for some reason was wrong equipment.
I'm listening.
Uh-huh.
That looks like it hurt. Hey there.
Oh yeah, a lot of them petrified. Now I can come to the spot and do some damage. I'm not sure what to do exactly. Everything is going fine, I suppose.
Yes.
We didn't lose any Juana so far.
Break upon the wheel.
Something I can do? Right on target.
A question, Watcher? There's no need for that.
How may I help?
Now I am. They always like our turn area.
I shall deal with this one.
Pretty nice, I don't know.
Yeah? There's a better way to handle this.
Yeah, we still have all the Juana knife. Probably not one on because we need to kill Captain, but actually it's about one
How do you
shot.
like that?
Yeah, it was a one shot.
Of course.
Fuck, they killed one Juan.
Listening.
Not a big deal, actually, but still. Praise. He's dead.
That wasn't half bad. Aye?
I don't know.
I shall deal with this one.
Okay.
I'll teach. There's something you don't see every day.
And Hulk is
listening.
left. Just shoot him.
Boys with you!
How might I assist?
You're too far away. Okay. So silent. I mean, no music, nothing.
Yes.
Only water and storm. By the way, this hog is the only
I shall deal with
Kendall.
this one.
So he is actually MVP of the ship. And all together we can kill it fast. But finally we did it. Chaser limps away from the broken wrecks gathered behind and breaks free of the bank of smoke. In the distance, Ondra's mortar rages, nothing between you and your goal. Too often the Deadfire company fleet lies scattered and broken. The remaining junks fleeing west toward Magrestis and Sayuka beyond. Beano claps you on the back. We did it, Captain. The captain did it, more like, little Lucas says, wiping away sweat and soot with a rag. We were just along for the ride. Amdam Rigger chuckles, but glances toward Ondra's mortar. Not that we're out of this yet. Still, Beodo shouts, 3 cheers for the captain, 3 cheers for Chaser. The crew shouts, hollers, howls, and whoops. Yeah, it would be nice to restore some parts of the ship. The bonus. What the hell it is? Even. Cheers collapse into cries of horror as the surface of the water explodes upward, tearing a nearby ship in half, and throwing sailors screaming into the sea. A creature rises from the wreckage, a monstrosity of sleek adder and gleaming metal. And the guardians. Falling to hands and knees, Grim Cauldron prays to any god that listen. Juana and Edguiton from Ondra to Rikuho, as the metallic monstrosity unleashes a beam of amethyst night that shares a second ship in two. Bendel places a hand on your shoulder. We've had the gods' own luck getting this far. Chaser don't stand a chance against whatever that is. Our only hope is the storm. And there shouts over the battle din. If we don't draw that thing away, it will smash our allies worse than the storm. Fire everything we've got left of that thing. Maybe we can give them a chance. The surface of the water bulged, then burst, and with a roar like the crash of the surf, a dragon explodes from the water. The familiar scales form a Scaranephus sweeps low, wings outstretched just above the white-tipped waves, before spraying its briny breath over the metallic monster. The monstrosity turns on the sea dragon, and they slam into one another, tearing at each other with tooth and fang. Essence pour off of the pair as they pound one another with their abilities at point blank. Little Luca gives, "Sweet merciful Ondra, I was not expecting that. Mess that bastards up good," shouts Emilia. The hand turns back, pointing. "Did you see that? We've got a goddamn dragon!" Yeah, I actually expected him near the Elotas, not in fight with another guardian, because it's probably the only another one left. Maybe not. No, he was the only one who's left. So this one is additional protection. Okay, go now. While I hold the attention of these beings. Your Lefan's voice echoes among your thoughts. Oh, that's a cleared watcher. Well. The order turns from the carriage. Captain, we might not get another chance. All hands look to you. So we're actually going into the storm again. But will it be the same problematic or not? Alright, we've come this far. There is no turn back now. Eyes closed and face turns towards the black clouds. Grim cauldron whispers. Nor had there ever been. The paths were set before Wade when marched underwood. But or not. Sometimes the only way back is forward. The mate calls across the deck. All hands to stations. Time to show the gods what chaser be made of. Actually, it was made from wood, and this wood is damaged. Hopefully we will survive. Wondrous mortar looms before and above you, dominating the whole of the world. Rain begins to fall. The storms of Wondrous mortar encompass the visible horizon. Hurricane winds roar like an imprisoned beast, blowing with enough force to warp the very seas. Past the curtain of rain and above the swell of waves, you can just barely perceive the outline of colossal Adra pillars. Deep in concentration, the water shapers at the prow of your ship mirror a complex series of stanzas. Prayers to Ngati begin as whispers and rise into sounds below in a unified voice, matching the intensity of the storm. The sea responds with hesitation, sending up the occasional splash of water in protest. You begin to wonder if your allies are equipped to stand against the relentless fury of Ondra's mortar. And then the very storm yields to their will. Wave after wave rises and swells into an assumed shape. First, a wall, and then an arc, forming a perfect curve that projects deeper into the storm. One of the water shapers sends up a call. The others make a finishing gesture in a single fluid motion, clapping their hands and extending their palms, solidifying their work. The tunnel remains intact. Your allies send up a congratulatory cheer as their ship crosses under the canopy of the sea. They fall silent as the distant shape stands out on the horizon, and you pause to appreciate it in turn. A sight that no mortal has glimpsed in thousands of years. Lost to Kaiser. Ornate spires reach out from the island, hinting at the city within. Not all of Okaiza has weathered the millennia with equal grace. Other structures jut and lean out of the surrounding channels, making the waters around the island impassable by ship. You resolve to take a skiff the rest of the way. So we really made it. Okay, so it's spring. Well, what can we expect? That's the question. So the whole location is 4 small locations. Alright, let's see. Okay, Eltos is going to the legendary island of Okaiza to drop and destroy your cycle of reincarnation. Only by following him, they can confront him directly. Now that I arrived at Okaiza, It's just a matter of finding Elders. Assuming he still occupies the 700-foot Colossus, that shouldn't be a problem. About other quests... Yeah, they still exist. Surprise now. Oh, what it is? Second phase. Oh, yeah, it's user's task from DLC. That for some reason outside of the DLC. But DLCs are already finished. Okay, only one last quest is left. Let's save somewhere. Not sure what to expect. Place looks forgotten, but mechanisms still work. Are they? Oh, they're definitely not friendly. The same Engutan mechanism. Yeah, it was hard to fight one of them long ago. So definitely can overwhelm a couple of them, even if they are high level. They're weak to crushing damage. And normal to slashing. So everything is fine. Weak to corrode, surprisingly, and lightning. It's probably only will be a two of them, but okay. I should prepare fully, because I'm not sure what to expect exactly. Maybe something else will happen. So the weak to corrode. Yeah, but the problem is it's against fortitude, and they have enormously high fortitude, so you can't just do corrode damage. But I can do crushing damage. Yeah, you cannot do any damage.
I'm here.
We are not 5 level right now, so it's not this simple. So this one, by the way, casting, very nasty spell. Boom. Immunity resolve, might, dexterity, constitution afflictions. Immune to stun, but probably not the paralyze effect. Yeah, hard to say what I can do right now. This basically is current. He's fortitude as well. Okay, lower his armor then. And run away.
How might I assist?
It would be nice to interrupt him. Not sure can I do it or not. But let's try.
It does nothing.
Nice. Okay. So they obviously tougher than that golem was. From the some upgraded versions. Yeah, his armor is lowered.
Try this.
What do you need? That must have hurt.
Yeah?
Yeah, we can deal with them. Yet probably will be profitable to some knockdown. Can disable the other one. Because it's better to focus on one of them and kill them one by one. Router. Yeah, it's buff to do damage, and actually in this situation it's a good decision.
That'll teach you.
Toss raw damage.
Still
How
so
may I
much
help?
to learn.
Tough guy. lightning, yeah, very low armor against lightning, very low against crushing. This one is crushing.
I'm listening.
If you're so smart, just you can draw it, seriously. Yeah. I wasn't prepared for this. Okay, this can do some crowd damage.
How might I assist?
He missed because it's hard to hit the fortitude when it's so high. Anyway, let's just
I
kill
can
him.
scarcely believe it.
Right here.
Yeah, his armor is not. It's easy to penetrate something like this.
What do you need?
Oh, my clone continuing. Nice.
Tell me. That's not very helpful.
Yeah?
This is enormously
How do you
helpful.
like that?
I'm listening. Gods preserve me. What do you need?
I can scarcely believe it.
I'm here.
Alright, let's come closer. And to lower his armor.
Yes?
Hey there. My pleasure.
Yeah? That must have hurt.
And another one.
Oh?
Yeah?
I'm here, if you insist. Something I can do?
Yeah, they can't do anything. Significant at least. Can I loot emeralds? Yes, I can loot emeralds from here, from them. Okay, this is
I
the
got
way to
this,
level
I
up
got
all the
this.
equipment. Finally, some emeralds. Not sure, should I waste it right now or maybe should I wait in case if I will find something. Yeah, this one can be upgraded. Legendary. And why actually not? Storm Rune shot. And Perest. Charged fuel. The pistol creates zone charged with electric energy. Any enemy ally equipped with the shield, medium armor, heavy armor will find their accuracy and action speed diminished. Okay. It's not really useful. Okay, I can take this one then. Better than nothing. And another one. Okay, it's already legendary. Yeah? Elemental shot first. For example. That time. 10% chance to reload instantly for a short time. For a short time. %10% chance for shot to split firing 2 projectile. 4% chance the shot to split firing 3 projectile. Yeah, this one is definitely a good one. Elemental shot modifies immediate ammunition with 5% chance on scoring hit. Petrified target. The knockback and interrupt. Red burn damage. Yeah, first one. So yeah, her penetration damage is this one. In this combination. Also another one is raw damage. Grand Promenade.
I hope you got a way of turning off that storm. Looks unfriendly. Mean-spirited, even.
Descending into the city would be suicide while the relentless storm rages on. Why? I mean, the storm is outside and the city is inside. Erosion has softened its bronze features, giving the brown statue a brooding air. Okay, so we need to do something about the storm before we can go inside. The furious storm obscures the sprawling city below, but you can make out the shape of distant spires reaching up from the flooded ruins. Experienced winds tug on your soul with insistence, like a stern hand trying to pull a cloak from your back. You recall the last time you encountered a bivouac. It feels a lifetime ago. So here we are. You look to those who accompanied you this far, who risked everything to face the confrontation ahead. So we're really so close to the end? How are you feeling about all this, Eder? Eder's gaze wanders among glinting archways and half-collapsed spires, his mouth agape.
Gilded Vale got its name from the way the wheat fields used to look in the sun. But this place really is gilded. Might as well be a different world.
Miss the simple life?
Well, hard to miss what you can barely remember. All I know is my life took a turn when this world came stomping into mine. These great people got a funny way of passing on. They disappear from the world, but leave their problems behind for the rest of us to deal with.
No. That's why we are here. We're going to face this. Whatever comes, we're going to see people through.
I guess maybe that's one good thing that's come out of this. Well, at least for me. I got something to do with my life that doesn't involve hauling or shoveling. Even got a friend or two out of it.
Yes, Max.
Whole world's about to face the biggest test it ever saw. What Aethys is doing, it's gonna change everything. We may not survive. Kith, I mean. God of redemption, trying to redeem the gods.
He shakes his head.
What a mess.
There looks to Elders in the distance and sighs. You're looking thoughtful, Hannah. It looks out at the sprawling ancient city.
5 years ago, you controlled the destiny of thousands of souls in Sun and Shadow.
He pauses, considering the vista.
But the choice you make today shall define the fate of every living thing in Aora.
He turns to you. Curiosity shines in his eyes, but there is something out there. Pity. Whatever I choose, the world will be shaped just as much by countless factors outside of my control.
I suppose that's true. And I suppose it can be comforting to remember that. I know you'll choose wisely. And no matter what happens, it's been an honor journeying with you. Again.
He puts his hands on your shoulders, meeting your gaze with a fond smile. He turns back to regard the great city before you. If you want to live forever, Edwin, following me here was not the way to do it.
It wasn't the threat of death my procedure sought to avoid, but that of rebirth. Now I face the god of rebirth, who's set on destroying the wheel. If I'd known in advance, perhaps I'd have held off on the experiment at sea.
She shrugs.
Kinda sounds like you want Aethys to succeed.
Regardless, we are here now, and I stand ready. Let us finish this.
Ready to speak the dusk, Wetner?
Perhaps you are the Dusk Speaker. I said a thing, thinking it a lie. Perhaps it was. Perhaps it wasn't. Who can say? It matters not. Let us do what you came here to do, and then let us leave.
I think we're as ready as we can be. Let's go. So, let's save somewhere. Looks like it can finish abruptly a bit. Not how I expected. Italian Grand reads, in memory of Dumu, Tapo, and Tokima, and Gatis first chosen. Okay. So, just like 2 of the locations from 4 was just a small moments of the sound. Very small. But we still have 2 locations. And logically the whole city, but I'm not sure that we can affect the whole city anyhow. What the hell is this? So we skipped also the whole tower. And we're on top of this. What are we supposed to do? It's a huge mechanism. Yeah, it looks like the buttons for this mechanism. Probably this is the way to disable the storm. Let's see. Though the device atop the tower spins in wild, blurring revelations, the air around it is still and calm. You stand in the eye of the storm, which has cordoned off Andres mortar from the rest of Avaira for thousands of years. You see an antiquated control panel. Its levers engage in positions of activation. A deep percussion shakes the tower by its roots. Somewhere in the obscurity of the storm, Altos rears back his fist to deliver a mighty blow. The control panel has weathered the millennia better than the rest of the city. A layer of dust covers its elegant glass tubes and engraved copper levers, which appears both intact and fully functional. It's not like I have other options to deactivate the machine. You grab the largest of the levers and bring it up to its starting position. The vibration of machinery gradually slows and turbulent winds grow calm. Can it be the wheel actually? What we are doing? Because we found some machine.
Controlling the storm winds down. The clattering of its machinery settles into a low whir and then, at last, hiccups to a halt. Beyond the tower, the black, roiling clouds of Andra's mortar roll away from the ancient city of Ukaizo, with only a tired sigh of wind to see them off. And on that last breath of wind, comes to you a familiar sound. The ring of a bell.
Barath?
The bell's ringing is soft, not the clangor and torrent you've grown used to. It calls to your soul, and your soul yearns to follow it. Your soul flees from your body and into the beyond, chasing that sound. It leads you at last to Bareth's realm, to that cold platform and room of endless doors.
Watcher, your journey nears its conclusion.
The pallid night stands before you, her gaunt face impassive.
What will come after this?
That will depend on the will of Kith, whose desires are ever in flux. Soon you will confront Aethys for what will likely be the final time, and you will do so as the Herald of Barath, the only creature on the face of Eora to whom he will listen. Remember that.
The pallid knight inclines her head to you, black hair hanging lank in her face. She steps back and cedes the floor to Helia with a small, resigned sigh.
If Aethys truly intends to go through with his mad plan to destroy the wheel, a generation's worth of souls will be trapped in the in-between. So many would suffer. How can Aethys be so cruel? He cannot just abandon them. Aethys must help the Kith find a quick solution.
I also don't fully understand what he's trying to do. He definitely should do it for the better of the kids. So he probably just know it better how it will work.
Abaddon strides forward.
Aethys thrust this crisis on the Kith. They did not bring it upon themselves. Their only mistake was in trusting us to watch over them. Who will help them rebuild their world now?
They can do it themselves, I suppose.
Aethys will reveal every secret of the gods. Will Kith be able to change the established order if they have no wonder to inspire them? Aethys must help them resolve this quickly, lest every one of Eora's few remaining mysteries be laid plain.
Should Elders leave this decision suddenly to Kith?
You have misgivings. Good. You should be wary of any help Aethys might offer you. With the wheel destroyed, Kith will tear themselves apart. It is the gods' duty to prevent that happening, lest they doom us all. And as Kith must be ruled, so too must the gods. I say that if Aethys is so eager to throw down the mantle of power and step aside, I shall take my rightful place as Queen of the Gods again.
No.
Kith are strongest when they follow our lead, and we are strongest when we lead in turn. United in purpose with the gods, Kith can accomplish things that without us, they could never have even begun. They must be shown their boundaries to surpass them.
Kith will not solve Aethys' puzzle on their own. And without an established order to fight against, the bonds that bind them dissolve, and they fight amongst themselves.
Monica doesn't want them to solve it. She wants to be queen over you all.
Boudica's firm hand is but the motherly smothering of Helia by another name. Mortals should have no special advantages. Only once Kith have striven to improve themselves through trial will they truly know their measure. Kith must suffer to find their strength if they are to survive the world into which Aethys drags them.
Surprised I can mostly agree with him.
Our intervention in your struggle would be a cruelty and counter to our purpose.
He lets his words hang in the air for a moment. Gaze level with your own.
Indeed. Kith must discover for themselves what it is they are worth, and of what it is they are capable. What we do for them, they do not learn for themselves. Trial breeds ingenuity. If our work of generations was not in vain, Kith will succeed in spite of Aethys' actions. I have faith in Kith's ability to meet Aethys' challenge. Do not mistake my words for indifference, Watcher. They are born from a fierce belief in your potential, not a refutation of it.
Yeah, Eldest wouldn't do this if he didn't agree with you. Maybe we are not doomed after all.
And yet you come to Okaizo with only the Huana at your back. All that Kith stand to lose. And even then, your leaders could not join hands, squabbling instead over prestige and resources. You believe that will change when my final death comes calling? You are a greater fool than I thought. Margaret is blinded by her affection for mortals. She does not see that entropy is the destiny of all things. If Eothas were wise, he would destroy everything. End life, end reincarnation, end death. Kith have had their chance. It is time to let silence reign.
No.
As Rimmergon's words fade, the Pallid Knight returns. She no longer towers over you, a giant even among the gods, but meets you at your height. She lets the arms crossed over her chest fall to her sides. She speaks to you openly, plainly, an expression almost like tenderness, turning up the corners of her lips.
Well, Watcher, you know where we stand. What do you believe?
Yeah, I mostly want to just saw it. It's all not that clear. But probably third is for sure. True change, lasting change, and demand sacrifice. The coming days will be hard, but we will be the better for it.
Take care that you do not sacrifice all, Watcher. Only what you must. The things you stand to lose, lives, institutions, beliefs, you may lose for good. Now the time has come for us to part, Watcher. I laid upon you a difficult duty, and you have discharged it well. You will be free of it in time, but not now. You have work to do yet. You are no stranger to hard choices. You killed Theos, and when his soul was laid bare before you, you chose to return it to the wheel. You made his memory his penance. Remember the strength it took to make that choice, and know that you alone may sway Eothas now. When you stand before him, choose your words carefully.
Yeah, hard to disagree.
The gods depart one by one in brooding silence. A solitary figure remains perfectly still until the last of her colleagues is out of earshot. Woedica peers down at you, a triumphant grin splitting her weathered features.
Bareth is a fool if she thinks I'll let her enjoy the last word. You were trusted with a heavy responsibility, Watcher. Speaking for mortals, and representing their interests in the future to come.
Indeed, did my choices teach you anything about us?
You weren't wrong to trust the Huana. They built their society to last, but that hasn't stopped their tribes from buckling under the pressure of foreign occupation. How many of her people did Queen Onakaze imperil while she placated her enemies? How close did her simpleton brother come to drawing his weapon at every negotiation? Then there's the deplorable incident at the Powder House. And yet, they have earned your confidence in a gamble that could decide the fate of all mortals. Why is that?
Actually just needed someone to help me to get to the damn island, but yeah, and I actually have this variant, but this actually also sounds a bit cruel. But I didn't have a choice. Yeah, and I'm not sure that they can do anything together, but okay. Okay. Whether against outsiders or gods, they know how to come together against a shared threat.
Uh-huh. Consider my curiosity appeased. For now, in our grandest plans, you are a singularly unpredictable variable. You play a dangerous game by investing your hope in others. Deception and failure are woven into the fabric of mortals. I can safely promise that they will disappoint you before long.
I intend to see that promise broken. Whatever happens, we can face it together. Without you, if necessary.
I look forward to watching the bright cheer fade from your eyes under cold, unforgiving reality.
Oh yeah.
Whether you heeded my wisdom or not, everything you've done to get this far has informed our view of mortal kind. I hope you're satisfied with your performance. We've learned much from each other.
Did I make a difference? Are mortals ready to own their destiny?
Nothing could convince me that mortals are equipped to steward their future. Your efforts to prove me wrong were admirable, and my detractors will likely use your example to oppose my rule. The Huana may reign over this archipelago for now, but Eora is vaster than they know. A difficult road lies ahead of me. Your alliances have made proving my argument an uphill battle. Well done, I suppose. Aethys will no doubt have a sunnier outlook on mortals and their chances of success. He already has everything he wants, so go and listen to his empty-headed idealism. The rest of us will be sharpening our blades, preparing for the future he lays out for us.
Consciousness return in a wave as the last of the machine energy dissipates. The calming of the storm reveals the sprawling city around you, like sand wipes from a mosaic. You see the distant outline of Elders raising his fist in triumph and purpose.
You keep falling asleep on me, I'm gonna have to start walking behind you with a pillow. Oh, by the way, the storm's gone. Also, I think Aethys is ending the world.
There takes a long draw from his pipe and nods as he stares at the colossus in the distance.
It seems we're all still here.
Another glance round, rubbing his head gingerly. Peering over the edge of the tower, you make out a distant shape amid the ruins below. An iron-studded warship has dropped anchor in the shadows, its guns anchored to the shore. The ship is nearly cracked in half, but the standard of the Royal Deadfire Company persists in flapping with the breeze. Damn, they powerful. The empty deck tells that the surviving crew has long since boarded a skiff and rowed to shore, which means you're no longer alone on Ukaiza. If ever there was a place for a final standoff, it's Ukaiza. Well, okay. It's not like we have a choice. Let's just return from this point. I still have very strong feelings that I'm doing many mistakes, but sometimes it's speaking very unclear for me. It's not. I'm not fully sure that I fully understand them on English. Okay, I'm trying my best anyway. So we can go on through Grand Promenade, I suppose, and then go to the city. They're already waiting me here. As Ikaro approaches, her weapon drawn, her face is bruised and cut, and her uniform torn from the rough journey, but her eyes are clear and focused on you.
What everyone else fails to grasp is that Rauatai isn't a storm-tossed spit of land. It's the Kith who stand together there. Okaizo belongs to us. We've earned it with blood and sweat. And no one shall take it from us now.
Okaizo belongs to Hana.
Not while I'm around. Rauataians, defend Ukaizo!
So even right now, she don't want to actually talk about it. Wanted to defend them. Okay. Just I will not need to search for them. Fight with them can be dangerous. Depends on the circumstances. I should be prepared. Purification only for one target, yeah? The soldiers are pretty regular, but there are a couple of weather mages. So they have some mages that can be like water shapers. Interesting. They're ranged, they will not come close to me. That's the problem. Yeah, it will damage them anyway. Okay.
How embarrassing.
Why are they all faster than we are? Because I was preparing to what? Actually, I was prepared as well. Especially after the beginning of dialogue. Damn. So much damage because we cannot do actually anything. For some reason.
I'm here.
The game decides that we should be slow. But we actually know was slow. We always was faster than enemies. So it's ridiculous. But okay. No, it's not ideal, but it's something. Okay. The soldier, but I can ignore him. How he missed really? How is it possible even? Okay, this is weird, but alright. Oh, because it was protected by the clone for one first hit. Okay.
Yeah?
Makes sense now. Because I didn't expect high deflection from this robbed wizards. Yeah, I can use petrification on them, because why actually not? Also I can use Ring later.
How might I assist?
Okay, he's dominated now. Can I just teleport? Oh, they can't use their abilities.
Taste blood.
How may I help?
Yeah, he's stunned, and this is not good. They interrupted the spell.
I'm here.
Okay. Bunch of them paralyzed again.
Yeah?
To save our time a bit. It wasn't the right domination. Yeah, dominates. He'll mess with me. Yeah, I can dominate you then. Doesn't matter.
Hey, that wasn't half bad.
She's dead now.
Leave it to me.
Did I do that?
Yes?
Definitely need some heal. Then yeah, run away, why not?
And that's how it's done.
No, he's really dominated for 4 rounds. Because the outfit's not that fast to kill him. So it can use it. Definitely use that. Probably will stuck on next one as well. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll be stuck. Okay, petrification then.
I'm listening.
Something I can do?
Okay, no accuracy.
Stay behind me.
Wait, she's dead. This one is confused. Yeah, there is resistance to fire, so it's okay. Disintegrate can be good. Why not?
Hey, watch it with that.
Pretty nice. It's actually almost there.
Now where were we?
Oh, second one.
Aye.
Don't even need to cast disintegration. It's already dead. I didn't expect that I'm so powerful. Okay.
I'm listening.
Right here. Of course.
This also this one.
Hey, watch it with that.
Take that!
Oh?
All right.
I shall deal with this one.
I'm ready. I'm listening.
They're mostly dead already, huh? What is that? Just mass paralyzation.
Yeah?
They just explode in one by one. It's not like I need to do anything. Oh yeah, there's Hawk. I forgot about him. He's far away from spell.
Yes? No mercy!
Ow, we moved them from the spell. We saved them.
Show him how it's done.
I'm here.
That wasn't hard. Unique helmet. Okay, we have a helmet that makes no sense actually. Gives nothing and no special description, just head.
Watch and learn.
They were stubborn and moronic till the end. That's why they're all dead now. Alright, let's go into the city. I actually expected to see pirates, not Deadfire company. But okay. Don't know one place where we can go. Okay, let's go there then.
You descend into the ancient winding streets of Ukaizo. Battered by storms for thousands of years, the ruins bear the marks of their role as the lone witnesses of the god's great secret at the center of the city. The houses and boulevards are pierced by great spears of luminous Audra. There are no ashen bodies, no birds, no sign or sound of any life. But with every step, the rhythmic pounding in the distance draws nearer. Soon, you can feel the vibration traveling up your spine. As you approach the center of the city, the weathered architecture gives way to more luminous Audra, piercing the ruins, eventually overtaking them entirely. Cresting the top of a fallen tower, you finally get a clear view of Aethys. He stands, legs astride, next to a great stone monument ringed with 11 cavernous alcoves. All but 3 hold a gargantuan skeleton, bones scrubbed clean by the city's storms.
All but 3? Who is the skeletons? Can it be guardians? But no, they doesn't look like dragons or something. Gods? Also, I'm not sure. In theory, can be.
An immense Anguithan machine floats above the monument, suspended by invisible energy emanating from a well of light beneath it. Great brass rings spin around a core of metal and Audra at the machine's center. Periodically, Aethys's massive arms swing back. The movement alone is enough to draw great gusts of wind toward him. When they come down on the machine, the impacts are accompanied by eruptions of electricity, fire, and smoke. The hundreds of luminous Audra pillars across Ukaizo sympathetically dim in a rippling wave that spreads out from the machine. The only safe route to the god is a steep ascent along a monstrous pillar of luminous Audra. Intertwined with fragments of Ukaizo's ruins that it has carried through the centuries, the pillar bends in a long arc, towering above the machine. The pillar levels out near Aethys's head, a silent observer to the destruction of the machine it has grown beside over thousands of years. You weave your way along a treacherous rain-slicked path up the pillar's skyward side. As you arrive at the top, you catch Aethys's attention. Fist pulled back, he pauses to observe you. With the same gentleness he showed at Ashen Maw, he lowers his arm and turns toward you.
to see Ukaizo in this way.
Hi, Omniline.
It may be hard to picture, but this city was once full of life. The Huana, yes, but also kith from many other cultures. Great hanging trees shadowed these boulevards. Gardens sprawled across the open rooftops. Each spring, a festival procession would wind its way from the hillside into this valley. The celebrants would pass through a steep walk among the stalls of foreign merchants, flowers falling upon them from all sides. All people of all nations, together in a celebration of new life. Such was the power and beauty of lost Ukaizo.
And it was before the artificial gods. So that was a kith can create. Before, without gods. The soul white one separates out from the massive trailing in your wake. He loops up and enters and clears his throat. Okay. Eventually it works. I actually expected to see white one in my previous conversation with Eltas, but okay. We found a moment finally.
Been a while, old friend. Widewin. I did not think to see you here. But few things go as expected when the Watcher is involved.
That's for sure.
We were a good team. Once. But this isn't what we fought for. Ain't you just burning the harvest because you planted the wrong seeds? An astute observation, old friend. Consider instead that I am giving the soil back to those who till it. Spring must always follow winter. As long as there are people committed to finding the other side of change, the agony will not last. But thank you for challenging me as you did in fairer times. I haven't forgotten the lesson we strove to impart. You're welcome, I suppose.
Why don't clears her throat and backs away to offer you space? Eltas shifts his attention back to you.
If we don't fix this mess you're about to cause, the whole world is gonna look this bad. I mean, it's a mighty heavy load you're putting on our shoulders. I just hope we can carry it.
As long as there are people like you in this world, Adair, I truly do. This power has always been in the grasp of mortals. Now you will finally be aware of it. Now you will be able to decide what to do with it.
Eltas shakes his head, looking up at Eltas.
What right do you have to do this? Destroy the wheel and leave us with nothing? Without even knowing what will come next?
Aloth, we are all, gods and mortals, responsible for our own actions. But inaction carries its own moral responsibility. It is a burden I have carried for far too long. One must always do as their conscience dictates, even if that means abdicating a position of power. But what of you, Watcher? Why have you followed me? Have you come to bear witness to the breaking of the wheel?
Yeah, he can inspire them, but he will be just another god. What a variance. Second is partly right, but who can be a strong leader? The same for third one. If he will inspire them, he will nothing will change really outside of the wheel. Okay, let's try the second line. After you're gone, the gods will go to war with each other and with mortals, unless they have a strong leader.
And you believe I should give my strength to one of them? I am certain Woodica has convinced you of this course.
No, it's not what I mean.
Why do you believe I should give this power, which we have used so irresponsibly so long, to any of them?
No, it's not what I mean. Not just to make someone marry you. There's going to be a struggle among the gods. Your power can ensure it is swift and merciful.
Though I hope my brothers and sisters would not do so. History has shown that this chaos may very well move them to war. You have convinced me, Watcher. The gods do need a strong leader. I will ensure they have one after I am gone. Indulge me in a moment's curiosity. There is something I wish to know about Avaira, about Kith, that I can only learn through your eyes.
What could I know that you don't?
You followed me all this way, dodging an armada, navigating an impenetrable wall of storms, voyaging across uncharted seas, with the machinations of gods echoing in your ears, all the while trusting in the institutions of Kith to get you this far, and earning their trust in turn. Whatever else happens this day, that much is remarkable. I believe that mortals possess the strength to collaborate and shape a future of their own design. Not all of my brothers and sisters agree. By relying on others and coming together in a time of crisis, you illustrate my point. The gods will witness you and question their assumptions about how responsible, empathetic, and sophisticated mortals can be. What inspired your decision, Watcher? Did the choice echo your foundational beliefs? Or were you influenced by observation?
No. No, very strange variants. Okay, if you... Yeah. Okay, I really hoped mostly Juana, I mean locals. Every one of them. And I united the tribes. And long ago Juana was really great with the Sukaizer. Not only Juana, but all the kids in one place. Until the Angotans arrived with their machines. So yeah, I believe in the Juana gods. Ukaiza will strengthen and unify the tribes.
I thank you for your perspective. Yours is not the only opinion that concerns me. But for the moment, it offers much to consider. All I ever wanted for mortals was growth, transformation. Once, my brothers and sisters shared this goal. Some have forgotten themselves, giving into fatalism or tyranny. Others have succumbed to apathy. It brings me great sorrow that crisis is the only way to set the future in motion. Would that I could pass the responsibility of heralding your darkest hour to another. Never forget that trust and coordination between mortals brought you to this place. Your future is built on a foundation of hope, and you have laid the first stone.
Before this is over, it is my turn to ask the questions.
Ask. You are entitled to any answer that is mine to give.
What happens after the wheel breaks?
The great work of the Ingwithans falls to ruin. Reincarnation as we know it will end. Souls which currently await new life in the beyond will be born into the world as normal, but their numbers will not replenish.
So they won't get stuck there, actually. They will be born as normal. Okay.
Anything that dies will tarry in the void of the in-between, awaiting the motion of a wheel that no longer turns. Once the beyond has emptied, every birth will be hollow-born. Other maladies of the soul may follow and plague those who linger in life.
That's not what can be good. I don't get it. So, incarnation will end, as we know it, as the Angutans created. But the world exists before this machine, so it should work anyway. Souls which currently await new life in the beyond will be born into the world as normal. The numbers will not replenish. It ends the deaths will tear in the void of the in-between. And in-between is refers to the shadow world that souls briefly wander after death on their way to the beyond. It has been described as a hazy landscape empty but for the glow of other souls, Adra and Watchers. This is the space that Watchers peer into when they observe and speak to lost souls, soul fragments. Even the gods can't reach it. So, souls will go into the in-between instead of the beyond, and wait in the motion of a wheel that no longer turns. And once the beyond has emptied, every birth will be hollow-born, and this is bad. But the moldiest of the soul may follow. Okay.
Unless mortals work together to carve a new path, the essence of life will be trapped in the netherworld. Gods will starve. Eora will grow silent and cold.
This sounds like the end of all living, and this is definitely not good. And how long Eora is devoid of all life?
A generation or more. That much essence is already poised to flow into Eora. But unlike an hourglass, no amount of turning will compel the sand to reverse its course. Should you choose, you could lay down your burden and trust in your children's children to set matters right. That depends entirely on you. By your reckoning, there are still good years to come. By ours, time is short.
But why won't reincarnation just go back to how it was before the wheel?
When we tamed the cycle of reincarnation, we broke what had once functioned naturally and without intervention. The flow of essence will not normalize on its own. Essence will simply pool in the void of the in-between, never passing through Adra networks to the beyond. The dead will be left to wander in darkness, confusion, and sorrow.
Yeah, but can we do something about it, really? Mortals aren't the only ones in jeopardy. Why you doing threatens the gods?
Yes. They must work toward a solution or perish. If that task is beyond their skill, then they no longer deserve their position. I would have them justify their right to lead. That could mean swallowing their pride and hearkening to the wisdom of mortals. Some, I expect, will perform better than others.
Wonica sees this as a test, one we're destined to fail.
Wonica is entitled to her opinion. If the intent of this test is to justify an uprising to come, that is more worrisome. The other gods must decide for themselves if mortals are ready to dictate their future. Should Wutica's tyranny prove the only alternative, mortals must prepare for a terrible conflict.
Not everyone's on Wonica's side.
Your perspective bridges eternity, Watcher. Many will look to you to mediate differences that could shake the very foundations of Avaira.
How can anyone trust the gods after what you've done?
No one is worthy of unconditional trust. If you feel the gods are beyond forgiveness, then they don't deserve your obedience. Make your future one that doesn't require them. Should you choose to accept the gods, I hope that you temper your faith with skepticism.
Awesome. You've had the millennia to do this. Why now?
For several reasons. My strength was diminished after the Godhammer bomb, and assuming this form took incredible effort. With so many vying for control of the Deadfire, I also saw a ripe opportunity for mortals to cast aside their differences and stand together as one. They have never been more powerful, more capable. Because of this, the gods must justify their importance or be proven obsolete.
Yeah, Rodents can really help in such situation. They bring tyranny, but they also most united between them. Yeah. Juana actually united previously everyone. And even Nikataka is just a shadow of Okaizo, but still doing most of the same stuff. They united everyone in their place. So they still can do it in theory. They have time. That's all. What happened next?
I must attend to my final work now. I cannot delay any longer. You have carried a heavy burden across the Deadfire, Watcher. Before I go, I would rid you of it.
No sooner have Alta's word entered your minds than you hear one final dissonant ring of the charm within you. Then, silence. The note that formed when the pallid night feast first addressed to you and the beyond is now gone.
You are free now. As free as any of us can be. Many will come to you for help in the years ahead. Animancers, priests, even the gods themselves. I have great hope for you. But always remember that your future is for you to decide. Use your freedom well.
Aethys squares himself to the machine. As you move to a safe distance, he draws his fist back and resumes his assault. The blows rain down with increased fervor, but the machine perseveres in spite of his efforts. Spreading his arms wide, Aethys draws power from the luminous Audra clustered around the valley. The energy courses through his body, limbs overflowing with intense light and waves of heat. He returns to his task, each strike bringing with it the sound of cracking stone and twisting metal, the flickering of luminous Audra across Ukaizo. As the ancient machine finally begins to succumb to his strength, so too does Aethys's body, built to withstand the passage of thousands of years. The great Audra statue has finally been pushed beyond its limits. Cracks appear along the hands, then race up the arms. Aethys does not slow his assault, but continues unabated. Its brass rings twisted. The machine spins erratically but withstands the relentless barrage. Aethys stands astride it and pummels the base of the machine. Soul energy begins to flare out from the machine's heart, warping the air with the intense heat. Aethys drives his right fist into the machine's center, the core of metal and Audra. The god lets out a deafening shout, something between a cry of anguish and a roar of exultation. You see Aethys' arm shatter upward from his hand through his elbow. A flash of light and heat bursts from the core, accompanied by a cacophony of destruction. The moment passes as Aethys' shout echoes throughout the valley. Your eyes begin to recover. The god's work is accomplished. The great machine of Ukaizo has been destroyed. The wheel has been unmade.
We are doomed.
As Aethys' voice fades, the enormity of what you've accomplished sinks in. You have confronted a god. You have rediscovered the ancient city where the wheel was forged, and you have seen the wheel shattered. What comes next is uncertain, but already the legend spreads of the Watcher, who survived Andra's mortar and stood toe-to-toe with Aethys. Aethys channels his essence into Bareth, empowering the god of doors, cycles, and life and death beyond all other gods. Bareth vows to maintain peace and order in the here and the beyond, while Kith labor toward a solution. The other gods, for the time being, submit.
Nice. Bareth is most adequate. God, a goddess. It's hard to say.
Under Bareth's guidance, the world becomes a more predictable, stable place. Seasons fall into a disturbingly regular rhythm, and wars, famines, and natural disasters dwindle. But so too do surges of prosperity and innovation. Great minds around the world work methodically towards salvation, both unhindered and uninspired by changes, upheavals, and the unexpected. Reclaiming Ukaizo is both a symbolic and a practical victory for the Huana. The ancient city is a potent reminder of their people's ancient glory, and it promises to be a much more easily defensible capital, especially with the storm controls of Andra's Spire close at hand. The other tribes unite under the Kahanga and dedicate themselves to rebuilding Ukaizo and relearning its secrets.
Hopefully it will help to save the world, because everyone who died for sure.
The Valian Trading Company continues its operations in Deadfire, though it is forced to renegotiate many of its contracts with the newly empowered Huana Crown. Company leadership finds that the new terms are much more favorable to the tribes than to their own interests in the region.
Obviously.
Due to these changes, the Valian Trading Company eventually withdraws most of its people from Deadfire.
Who cares?
The Royal Deadfire Company is expelled from the archipelago as punishment for their attack at Andra's mortar. The storms across the Rawatayan mainland subside along with those of Andra's mortar. However, Rawatai regards this respite with a wary eye, ever mindful that the machinery at Andra's Spire remains under their foes' control. The Huana settlement of Ukaizo reignites Ferrante's dream of a new Valian empire. Deadfire is claimed and controlled, but the clearing of Andra's mortar offers the possibility of new prospects in yet undiscovered lands. He leads the old Valian loyalists across the sea, searching still for a new Valian homeland. The mysterious deaths of Governor Clario and Storm Speaker Ikawa provoke hostilities between the Valian settlers and the Huawan residents. What starts with angry words escalates to retaliatory killings as each side blames the other.
No, it's on the first island. Almost forgot about it.
By the time anyone bothers to question the strange coincidences surrounding their deaths, including reports of a cloaked Omawi woman seen in both the port and the village, both sides have gone too far to turn back. The conflict eventually draws the attention of Queen Onekaza, who sends a contingent of warriors to drive the remaining Valians from the island. Port Mage becomes a cautionary tale for outsiders who would abuse the hospitality of the Huana tribes.
So it's still part in the happy end.
As the balance of power changes in Deadfire, so too does Nekataka transform. Though the Kahanga monarchy moves its new seat of government to Ukaizo, Nekataka continues to be a busy and important city. The Kahanga leadership takes responsibility for the welfare of the Raparu, and the Gullet starts to improve. What was once a den of crime, poverty, and illness slowly becomes a quiet haven for the Raparu.
Nice.
Ukaizo reveals more about the ancient art of water shaping than the guild could have hoped to learn in another century of work. With this new knowledge, water shapers across the archipelago wield the currents and bend the waves for the pleasure and benefit of the new Huana nation.
Hopefully it will work.
Your brief
and help.
encounter with Letharn proves deeply influential for the children of the Dawnstars. Plagued with nightmares and haunted by the deaths at Hesango, Letharn begins questioning his faith in Aethys. At first, his fellow Dawnstars chide him, but that changes as word of Aethys' deeds at Ukaizo spreads. After all, what business have they worshipping a god who denied his own legitimacy? The faith of the children of the Dawnstars fades, but their commitment to the people of Deadfire does not. They continue feeding, healing, and helping the neediest, just as they have for decades. It is no longer a holy mission, but it is a mission all the same.
That's good.
Ruanu, the chieftain of the Huana at Tikawara, dies mysteriously. The tribe finds his body washed up on the same beach where Anaharu challenged him to the trial of waves. Some blame Anaharu's vengeful spirit. Others see it as Ngati's final judgment. And a few speak of a strange man seen lingering in the village. The leaderless tribe eventually scatters. Some head to Nekataka, while others seek out the Wahaki.
Okay. It's actually not the better variant.
The dragon, Neraskirlas, no longer passes between Aora and the White Void, and the dead flow slowly breaks apart, exposing the temple long frozen within. Hafjorn leads the remaining Harbingers of Dusk on a return pilgrimage to the White that wins, and they scatter into the clans and settlements from which they hailed. The Temple of Remergond falls into disrepair, home only to madmen and monsters.
So at least, not today. He will come and destroy everything.
In besting the Beast of Winter, you earned the Death God's mercy rather than his enmity. The deity remains characteristically unforthcoming about his decision, and you're left to wonder whether in doing battle with him in the White Void, you somehow furthered his apocalyptic ambitions.
Hopefully, yes.
Once repaired, the Adra at the primal island of Kazuwari again pulses with the flow of soul essence between the here and the beyond. The feral life on the island flourishes, the jungles and veld growing ever wilder and resistant to settlement and exploration alike. The faces of the hunt continue to rule the Crucible and Gallowayne's, or rather, Tawamawai's name. The trials summoned by the statue grow deadlier with each season, until only those rare few willing to brave the gravest of dangers seek out the bloody ordeals of Kazuwari. Like the other souls following in your wake, Muatu eventually yearns to move on to the beyond and the wheel. Stymied by Aethys' actions, however, he settles on returning to Kazuwari where he joins the choir of souls that echo throughout the Crucible. Encouraged by her arcane successes, Bakarna returns to her observatory to continue her studies of the celestial spheres. In time, her colleagues in the Circle of Archmagi come to accept her among their number.
Nice.
She takes on apprentices, and they trumpet her praises as both a brilliant innovator and nurturing pedagogue. Slain by your hand, the Titan of Wal poses little further threat to Aora. As the corpse decays, it putrefies into a massive nest of hungry fungal monstrosities. Vessels that anchor off the shores of the Black Isles tend to go missing, only to turn up shipwrecked months or even years later against distant shores. With time, the body collapses upon itself, and the Black Isles finally implode. Seeking a living receptacle for the essence contained within the tomes you unearthed in the halls obscured, Langgrath devotes herself to study of the Godseed. She occasionally contacts you, usually on Dragonback, to solicit your expertise and advice. Her progress with the ancient Anguithan device remains steady, if excruciatingly slow. Though your adventures alter the destiny of Aora and the balance of power in Deadfire, they also leave a lasting mark on those who travel at your side.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Your companions find themselves changed, in ways both big and small. Adair returns to Hisango, where he reunites with Byrne, the son of his former lover, Elava. Although Byrne regrets not having joined the army of Aethys, he accepts that he tried to go about it the wrong way. Likewise, he comes to idolize his new uncle, who has truly marched in the lighted path. Together they set about bolstering Aethys' following in Deadfire, and prepare for the greater conflict Adair believes is soon to come. Shodi is not a priestess who understands the meaning of subtlety. As such, she makes her girlish crush on Adair painfully obvious from the moment she first sets eyes on the strapping fighter. But as you all travel, Adair grows increasingly uncomfortable with her attempts to engender his affection, until he finally takes her aside and sets her straight. He's not interested in a sheltered, overzealous little girl, he explains in so many words. After that, Shodi turns a cold shoulder to him, sometimes forgetting to heal him in the chaos of battle. Or so she claims. Shodi's journey through the Deadfire on your ship is an eye-opening experience for the sheltered farm girl. After many souls harvested, more lives aided, and much adventure had, the priestess declares her intent to rejoin her fellow missionaries at the Temple of Gon in Nekataka. Following a shy grin and an overzealous handshake, Shodi leaves you with an open invitation to visit her anytime. It is some months later when she pens you a missive. Can you hardly believe it? Her chicken scratch handwriting reads. Sawin sailing for distant lands. She's leaving me in charge of the temple. I've been named the High Priestess of Gon.
Well, not sure that this is a good moment. They already talked to them and they're still doing the good things, so it's maybe okay. Because previously we already heard that Children of the Dawnstar will anyway do the good things, and they're in the same place as Temple of Gon, so maybe it's okay.
Aloth renews his commitment to transforming the Leaden Key from a tool of secrecy and oppression into a watchdog organization. With the wheel broken, he reasons the world will need wise and responsible leadership more than ever. It is a lofty goal, and one he does not expect to finish in his lifetime. But if there's one thing he's learned from the Watcher, it's that a single person can change the world.
Not the best lesson he can take from you,
Seraphim
that's for
seems
sure.
little impacted by your journey. Always knew the gods were larger than me, he tells you, on the evening he decides to part from your company. He's too long put aside those he cares most for. He confesses over a bottle of rum, and he's got leagues to sail to make it right. The following morning, he's gone, leaving only a crude stick figure rendering of Aethys, scrawled into the hull to mark his passage.
Hopefully he will die somewhere, somehow, as other pirates.
After reporting back to her superiors for the Watcher's actions against the Valian Trading Company, Palagina is rewarded with reassignment home to the Valian Republics. She spends the next several years as the head of the household guard for the Duke of Ancense. In this role, she is often lauded for her courage and loyalty. Even with all of the praise, there are still times when she cannot help but feel she could have had more influence on what transpired in the Deadfire.
No one cares.
Time away from the Navy gives Maya Rua some perspective on how Rawatai conducted the Deadfire occupation. No sooner does she return to active duty than she voices her frustrations over some of the more underhanded tactics she witnessed and carried out in the name of the homeland. Her voice carries all the way to the Ranganui, who reminds his admirals that battles are won by superior tactics, but war is a battle of precedent, and winning is not always a victory. The people listen. Though Maya's covert assignment in the Deadfire is considered a success, few claim knowledge of it or openly congratulate her. She receives no praise beyond knowing glances or the occasional raised tankard from her countrymen. She never responds. She misses her brother, but some wounds are not meant to heal. Even Ashiza feels his absence. Tekehu distances himself from the problems of the Deadfire, giving the tribes a reprieve from godlike omens. And Gati's silence speaks volumes. The Huana grow to rely on each other, paving a new way forward divorced from their traditions. Soon after he departs Nekataka, distant tribes report of unusual and salacious water sculptures appearing on the shores. These quaint visitations are widely celebrated, the identity of the artist ever an open question.
Yeah, I didn't know much about them. Yes, Andrea. Good morning. This is the end. This is definitely the end. And I've seen watching consequences.
He bids you farewell, suggesting that you seek your next adventure in a brothel or tavern, where consequences begin and end at the front door. He sounds eager to leave old conflicts in the past. Your pursuit of Aethys and your journey to Ukaizo signal the end of forces that have shaped the lives of Kith and the course of nations. The cycle of reincarnation has been broken. The storms of Andra's mortar have calmed. Yet each ending promises a new beginning. As the sun rises over Ukaizo, Kith turn their gaze eastward, wondering at what lies beyond, and at the world they will fashion for themselves. As the Watcher of Cadnua and the former Herald of Bareth, you return to your ship and begin the long journey home. You hope for calm weather.
So, I still have no idea what will happen next. Because all those consequences give me mostly nothing. Okay, I didn't run anything actually. Everything is fine. Mostly. But no clues of what will happen next. It's just open ending. I don't like open endings. I mean, fully open endings, because the choice was pretty simple: to keep the wheel or to destroy it. Destroy Eotos or the wheel. That was the choice. Maybe Avowed will be about it, but no, I doubt about that. Logic is it should be I don't know, third game maybe. Because the game finished with nothing. Logically, all people will die after 1 or 2 generations if they will not find how to fix this. So it would be nice to personally know what happened. Actually, so I feel frustration because I expected to see some consequence. Okay, at least I know that Barrett will lead the gods and humans will lead by Juana and everything mostly fine for now. But what will be next? I don't know. Other gods are really trying to interfere and grab the souls of mortals, so mortals just find a solution or everyone become dead and then the new life is beginning after the thing that was broken by building a world was restored. After all the essence leave the aura. No clues. It cannot be in a vault, but okay, in theory it can be in a vault, but I doubt about it because they create so much lore about the gods and all the stuff, so they logically they should use all this in the vault. Plus, they obviously wanna make the franchise more popular, so there will be a game probably similar to Elder Scrolls series. So it's not smart to start it from demand of knowing the background of 2 huge RPGs. And RPGs are not the popular genre, that's for sure. So I don't know. Yeah, the ending very strange. Very strange. A lot of flaws in some crucial moments, like you can't normally go without affection there. You really need to choose someone, but whoever you choose, you will lose all the others, even if you help in them. And all the factions are moronic mostly, and you cannot unite them as well. You cannot change the Deadfire company because they basically almost like has a socialism structure inside. They have potential for something like communism that can be best, especially if we drop in the guns. But their methods and their militarism definitely ruin everything, and you can change it anyhow. You don't have access to the leaders to normally talk to them. You still will be a small figure in their eyes for some reason. Even if you can defeat gods and others, you still can't do anything about it. So, but yeah, the game already enormously huge, and if you will add the full line of what should be inside, it will be not 120 hours. Actually, for me, it was 130 hours. So it would be 200 of hours at least. It's really too much. Yes, I streamed first one, then imported saves to the second, so my character has pretty nice lore. Because I didn't know anything about the lore of the game, the gods, anything. When I started play first one, I didn't know how the game works, and it was surprised how it works, especially in terms of HP and other stuff. I have one-shot priest at the beginning who died from almost one hit, but eventually it was pretty decent character at the end, but still. So yeah, I created a priest because I thought it was like D&D, you know, like Pathfinder D&D, so priest should be versatile. No, priest here just buffers. One of the weakest class probably, if not the weakest. And yeah, it was a very weird experience. But anyway, I was priest of Barrett that eventually become herald of Barrett. So it was pretty logical. But then I saw the true nature of gods, not what they are artificial, but their squabbles, characters, and so on. So yeah, I decided to stop being a priest. Screw the gods. So I become now Mage Cipher. So probably effect of Watcher stuff on mind, because all the Watchers go in meta eventually, one way or another. Looks like it was my way, so yeah, and we helped everyone. It's damn Deadfire. So eventually, everyone still listened to the Watcher, and we fixed everything that can be fixed, and everything is good in Deadfire. So yeah, I think Kiss have a chance. Plus, if according to information from Eontas, previously before the Wheel and Anguitans, Juana actually really built this huge city with a lot of technology and other stuff, and all the other keys also was with them. So it was not only some Juana city, it was the pinnacle of the keys, the most advanced city and best that they can build. So eventually I did everything right, I think. So yeah, goody goodies, doing goody goody stuff, and a bit of justice. Yeah, I expected from second game a bit different disposition, but anyway, the game is really good in many ways. I don't like such settings with all the pirates, islands, tropical islands. I mean, it's mostly scarce settings on different biomes and other stuff, but because of the gods and other magic stuff, they tried to do it. Different places, different circumstances and so on. So it still was pretty diverse place, and still was interesting even with unlikely setting for me. The gameplay of course has a lot of flaws. It's definitely way better than the first game. The problem is they failed to make a true turn-based mode with real-time mode, because Pathfinder has best implementation for now, Pathfinder series, because they can do good turn-based fights when you need them. When the fights can be interesting or tough, you can choose turn-based, and when you just need to kill a couple of monsters or a bunch of morons, bandits anyway, you can use real-time, but not in Pures. So it was wrong decision, but okay. Hopefully no one ever will do the same, because it was interesting actually, way more interesting to fight in turn-based than it was in first game, because you can do very interesting tactical decisions, all the dodges, jumps, and so on. It's all very cool. But killing some very tough but tedious mobs, especially in the first DLC about Rimmergand, when there was creatures around 1000 HP, they cannot do anything really dangerous to you, but you can't ignore them, and you just need to tediously kill one by one, and buff each time. It's so tedious. It was so painful. It's also probably a problem of the difficulty. Better to choose normal probably for the first run anyway, for RPGs, because they were tougher because of the difficulty, and there was more of them. Because according to the trailers, for example, this damn crocodile on the second DLC should be alone, and in my version he was with a couple of followers, and each fight probably was in this way. More enemies, they tougher, and the fights are slower because of this. So I waste a lot of time in fights. If not this, it would be a way better experience. But also I still prefer turn-based under real time RPGs, because in real time it's hard to control anything, and if you have not just a bunch of fighters controlling all the mages, druids, all these tactical spells, they all become useless. First game mostly played like you throw in confusion at the beginning, this way you disable half of the enemies, then you just cutting them into pieces. That's all. That's all the gameplay. The same for old games like Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale. Just throw in control spell. Who throw the first, this party is winning. And then you're just killing everyone. Or you dead because enemy throws control away into you faster than you are. And that's it. So turn-based is way better. But very tedious to kill tough enemies. Outside of this, very good game. Very good game. It's a shame that it's dead in terms of streaming, so I wasted a couple of months for nothing. I didn't acquire almost any viewers from this series, and I should avoid it in the future. So I can afford it when I will have enough people already just to entertain everyone who already following me. But for now I need to grow audience, and it's definitely not the right decision to stream something like this. I waste a lot of time with Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I waste a lot of time with Pillars. It was interesting for me, but it's very painful for me as a streamer. It was just pure waste of time. But today I will stream another tactical RPG. Yay! Today will be King Arthur. But gladly for me, its category is still alive, so it won't be in vain, I think, in terms of streaming. Plus, it will be interesting. Plus, it should be interesting game. So yeah. Growing. Oh yeah. Growing in horizontal dimension. Raising my kilos on my butt by doing RPGs. Wait a second, what is this? Look at this. Exit. And this is Glow Nice. Oh, what the hell is this? Macron's Fires. Oh, yeah, this is this bonuses probably that you can take. Yeah. Yeah, you can take some additional stuff, and actually it's interesting, by the way, mechanic to replay the game. Now let me see how it works. New game, you're choosing something, never mind, continue. By the way, new game and turn-based choose as the main variant, basically. Or maybe it's because I previously chose that, I don't know. Yeah, I have Birth Blessing, and I, by the way, gathered all of them, so I probably did all the achievements. So, Birth Blessing is an optional feature that lets you unlock bonuses as you gain achievements. So it's actually a funny thing. Yeah, but I can probably I can choose bonus only after beginning the game. So it's interesting one. Interesting moment. Yeah, it can only and there. So yeah, I did all the achievements. Lol. So yeah. But wait a second, it still doesn't mean... What is this exactly? I don't understand. This is something different. Triple Crown, Expert Mode, Trial of Iron, Pass of the Damned, Love Skin. So it's additional mod for playing, probably. There is also Solo, can recruit campaigns, sidekicks, or adventures. What? So yeah, if you want some hardcore, this is the way. And you can choose all the changes. So yeah, they did two cool features for replaying the game. And if the game wouldn't be so heavily connected to the plot, and if some fights wouldn't be that tedious in turn-based, I would like to replay it again. But no, I'm definitely not ready, at least for now. So actually it's interesting. So you can choose any additional changes. So you can make game very different and hard, but you also can add tons of bonuses from achievements, and you can make completely different game from this one, from the basic. So it can be a more concentrated version, because you will be very empowered, you will be solo, you will be under heavy circumstances and a lot of minuses and other problems. but you can overcome them by all your knowledge, tactics, and all these bonuses. So it can be interesting. So if you're playing the game, it's definitely the way to do it, I think. And the vote, yeah, I'm really hyped about this game, but probably we'll see some information on it next year. But actually there will be something like E3 anyway this year, so maybe we'll see some information this summer. But no guarantee, because there will be tons of information about other games like Starfield, Stalker, all the stuff. And this year is filled with it, so I'm not sure that we should expect something about the vote, but it would be nice to see, because the only thing we have is this damn trailer. That's it. So anyway, let's finish with this. I actually thought that I will spend additional 3 days for streaming Pures. I thought there will be a huge gameplay on the Ukaizo part, but no. Actually, if we take only main quests, probably the game is very short. The main quest line is very short, but additional quests and DLCs are taking way more time. So yeah, to see. One day I will play Discalism. One day, but not today. Because Discalism is dead already. There is the main thing. There are, for example, I didn't stream something else for last 3 months, and there was 6 or 7 RPGs released. They're mostly average, but some of them really curious. And for example, there is Celasta as well, but all of them are dead. Okay, Celasta is barely kicking with around 10 viewers in category, but it's the same as dead. So starting another game for more than 100 of hours to stream it to no one, it's just ridiculous. So such games I should stream only when I will grow my channel enough, then I can just stream it for my own viewers, not for the new. Maybe some new will come, but it will be not the case. So yeah, I shouldn't do it right now. For now, I should focus on the games that's still alive and in the categories where someone can see me. So that's how I will do the schedule. I will do mostly new stuff, but also some old stuff that's still kicking. For example, there are always something like, I don't know, Skyrim that always alive. There are some games that are not really new, but still very alive, like God of War, for example. I never played it, so I know. Actually not, it's not that long, by the way. And so on. There are a lot of stuff to do. Also, there is a depth of Witcher 3, because I did first and second, but not the third. So yeah, a lot of stuff to do, and a lot of new games are coming. Last 3 months it wasn't really filled with games. Only Elden Ring was really a big, good game. That is still big and still good, but still overwhelmed with viewers. I already started it. I did around 3 or 5 streams, I don't remember. But then there was 24th February and I stopped streaming for a month. So yeah. I will continue anyway, but not right now. Yeah, I finished first and second, and I transferred saves from first to second on streams, and from second to third. So we just continue it. I wanna do it fully. And the category of Witcher is still alive, so why not? So anyway, thank you for watching. It was interesting and very, 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 very long adventure. Like I don't know, series of books or something. But it was cool. So after 3 hours will be King Arthur, new tactical RPG. That's somewhere between RPGs and XCOM. And I don't know, Darkest Dungeons, for example. So it should be fun. See you next stream. I'm going for breaking other duties.